Do you know I've just done the ultimate 25 seconds of boomerang? I was talking to everybody. Good evening, everybody. I was talking to everybody with some wise sage comments, some pearls of wisdom, some snippets of life and what it means in the universe and all that malarkey. And I'd forgotten to add myself to the to the stream. What a pillock! Oh Christ! Boomer! I'm a boomer. Let's get Trev on. Hey,
Hello there.
I was boomering, Trev. I was talking, completely forgot to add myself to the stream.
Are you having a senior moment?
Oh, what a tool! You all right, fella?
Yeah, not bad. How are you, mate? You all right?
Yeah, not bad. Let's hope it gets better from there. Yes.
Yeah, we can only go down from here, so why not? Go down swinging. Hey, not bad at all. What I remember of it. I had to do a lot of cleaning up on social media the day after. Boxing Day was me all over Facebook and Twitter and everywhere else. There's nothing cool about messaging people and going, "Hey, my best mate," and giving it all that malarkey.
I don't go on Facebook anymore since lockdown. That's it. I don't bother with it.
Yeah.
At all.
I don't blame you. It's crap anyway. I think it's high time Facebook sort of like lost its popularity and drifted off because it's an evil playground.
It's old farts like me, I suppose.
No, not really.
Who were just because it was the first main big thing they kind of engaged with, and it's their life on the platform, is it not?
I don't know. I'm not really all over platforms and stuff these days. Tom's got it right in the chat. Tom Wrenched.
Facebook is
absolute rubbish.
Absolute shite.
It's rubbish. It is, though. It's so done and over. Is it
because our life is poo and that reflects on our timeline? Or
no, not really. It's tuned, isn't it? It's an algorithm that's tuned to make you buy random rubbish that you don't need. You know, keep up with people you don't like, spending money you haven't got.
Living their perfect lives. Hey, do you want some good news, by the way?
Go on.
I lost another 4 subs today.
Why? It probably bots. Don't worry about it. You'll get 4 back.
So I've lost about another 10 subs this few days, and it keeps saying that I've gained subscribers. How does that work?
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll unsubscribe and resubscribe. There we go. You've lost one, got one back. There you go. The silver linings and all that. Take it for the win.
I'd love to get to 5K subscribers before I can't speak. Maybe if I could learn how to speak, I might get some subscribers.
Yeah. You're at 4.62. You're at 4.62 right now. If everybody I don't know the majority of people in the chat, are they on Twitter? Or
a few are, I know that. eSure 101, is that a brand of insurance?
eSure.
It's me, Mr. Brune. I'm a bot who keeps subscribing and obviously unsubscribing. All right, move on. Killed it. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, I've been a bit tame over the last 3 or 4 weeks since you gave me a talking to. But I can always go back to my default and try and get you a bit more action.
I told you off for copious amounts of fuel.
Yes, I've kept off it. Don't worry.
Oh, man, I told you.
That substance is banned on a Friday now in my household.
Well, 4 gallons of it, yes.
Yeah. My missus says I don't need that to make me sound like a twat, because I sound like a twat all the time, apparently.
I just don't think we're talking about
Minimum.
It's
Do
just
what?
he's a
Default.
shit.
Do it.
There's a shit stirrer, but he's
Is he?
privileged. Yeah.
Yeah, he was calling me a fat twat last week, so
Yeah.
me and him's gonna have it out.
He's been with us from pretty much day one, so he's got his
He's a
privilege
good
card.
lad.
Yeah, he's got his privilege card, bastard.
Apparently, Charles says on Twitter, tonight we need Trev Unfiltered. I don't know. I'd like to.
So how many, you know, that evening when when you, how many cans, was it cans of
No,
Iron
it was
Brew?
bottles. I'd had 2-litre bottles of Iron Brew.
So, you'd had, that's 2 times 4, isn't it?
Mm.
So you'd had 5. 5 litres. I was doing my, Barney from, was it Barney?
No, I'd had 4 litres.
One of the, I think it was one of the Simpsons episodes. Was it one of the Halloween? 2 + 2 is 4. Anyway, moving on. Killed it.
I don't know.
4 litres.
Yeah, it's easily done though. It is so tasty. It's like crack to me.
Was it the full fat or the?
No, it was the extra variety. I like the extra.
Insurance products with eSure 101. Please say sugar-free.
I'm dying to sing that song, you know. Have you ever heard the eSure song? With Michael Winner.
Oh, yeah. Go on.
eSure, eSure, eSure. You hit me. Calm down, dear. I like that. It's the same guy who did the Barry Scott video. You know, the Sell It Bang rave tune.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Jack Azid, I think his name is. He actually hired Neil Burgess for the day to actually come in and re-record the lines, and he did it as a proper song.
Wow. How many years? That must have been a fair few years ago.
Yeah, it is now.
Because Winner's been dead for ages.
There's an advert on social media with with Neil Burgess.
Not Greg Wallace.
No. These comments are putting me off.
Behave.
You stop it, lady. There's none of that talk here.
We're all good
boys. And he's done an advert for a cereal, and it's crazy. He's Gary Scott, but he's dressed up as Barry Scott, and he's trying to sell this cereal. And this lass is going, "Oh yeah, this cereal's fucking amazing!" And I'm like, "You're really going to sell?" Yeah.
Well, as in a breakfast cereal or a TV cereal?
Yeah, a protein type cereal.
Really?
I have downloaded it, but I'm not going to. I'm going to play.
We've got a question here. Sod and Storm Wrench. Is Trev aiming for type 1 or type 2?
Type 3. I'm greedy.
Yeah, you're a greedy bastard. Here you go. You'll take both.
I am. There we go. There we go.
Cheers.
Here we go. A wife beater.
Okay. So many needy moderators called at Mr. Brown. Listen to me. Get Amelia on. Her first comment is a Kingmaker 5 subs comment.
Really?
Well, Amelia could come on at some point, but one we have to
come
organize.
on. Who? Me or you?
Either.
I'm here all week.
Microphone and I'd have to send Amelia the link via the Twitwats. I don't think she's on this shit. I don't know.
How many people here are actually on the evil Twitter?
Not as evil as it
White
used
Lightning.
to be, God.
White Lightning, that takes me back to my youth. White Lightning and 20 Lambert and Butler in the park with Chris Collins.
Mad Dog 2020. Hooded Man wrenched Will Spot. Maybe you should do review videos, Brune. The Marvels is fantastic. Boomerang, I give her 1.
It's nice to see you, hooded man. I was very concerned about you the other week, and I was asking around how to get in touch with you because I don't know how to do it through YouTube. But I hope you're feeling a bit better, matey, because I was very concerned about you.
As I always say, folks, if we've got a really, really great posse who hang around.
I agree.
Yeah. And if you're ever in the doldrums having a bad time, reach out. Yeah, reach out. I'm on the twats or the email. Yeah.
Says you. How many times did I message you over the last few days?
Well,
and you didn't reply.
Well, I was basting in my something or other.
You keep that to yourself, but as long as you're all right, mate, that's the main thing. But
I'm here, aren't I?
You need to practice what you preach.
That's always been my problem, folks. Great at handing out the advice. Good advice, I'd like to think. Shit at listening to my own advice. Never mind.
Yeah, pretty much.
Never mind. But I will say, folks, if you're having a bad time, because I've been there. Really, really been there. Thinking, I'll just say, probably the worst thought you can think, if you know what I mean. Been there. It's not good.
Definitely.
It's not good. It's not good. Problem shared, problem, cared, all that stuff. Just,
Oh, man.
Anyway. Okay. So there you go.
Well, if I may be so bold.
And it's the silly season, which doesn't help.
Yeah. If any of you guys in the chat ever feel like you need to talk to somebody, would you mind if I gave out my email address, Mr. Brown? Because I'm always here if anybody needs me.
You could put it in the
chat.
You can if you want, but if people start, go on. It's up to you. It's up to you, my friend.
popculturedump@gmail.com. All one word. popculturedump@gmail.com.
Pop
culture dump. My old name.
Pop culture dump. One word.
Yeah, all one word. @gmail.com. So if anybody's down in the mouth and you need to send a message or reach out to anybody, I'm available.
gspot.com.
Gmail. Moving on. Anyway, we've done that bit now.
Okay, I'm gonna
Internet Helpdesk. Internet Helpdesk has come out with a good one there.
On bear with me. Give us a timestamp.
9:23.
I don't think the chat's updated. Oh, here we go. Boomerang, you know me.
Yep.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Do not do it.
Yeah. If anybody needs to reach out,
I will definitely abuse that link.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Feel free to abuse it. Just smell your finger after. I dare you. Anyway, we're waffling on, talking a lot of old rhubarb. What have you been up to this week? What have you been watching?
This week? Oh, it's been Christmas. Oh, do you know what I watched?
Go on.
I'm ashamed of myself.
Go on. You didn't watch Megaforce, did you?
No, I watched. It was on BBC.
Oh, Scooty Booty, Dr. Hooty.
Dr. Watt. Dr. Watt.
Was there any bombing in it?
No, there was mansplaining.
Yeah, I saw that on a few social media posts.
A secondary character who was on a train was waiting for her girlfriend, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Can't have a normal relationship, like whatever. But
Was it like that Balearic Island, Lesbos?
yes, but with less sun.
Oh. Well, that's a shame. You've made Doctor Who sound 90 times more boring. Thank you.
Stephen Moffat wrote the story. It was the story was this alien thing, whatever, took over this woman,
Right.
or well, in fact, do you know, I don't even know if she identified as a woman. How presumptuous of me. See, I don't even know anymore. But
And she got a tuppence.
no
There you go.
idea.
There's your answer.
Her mother died on lockdown, and she
Oh,
couldn't
yeah.
see her mother on lockdown because there was there's an allegory going on about lockdown. So anyway, somehow this space creature locked onto her. I don't know why. But anyway, this space creature metamorphosized this woman
Right.
into is it the Star of David? So
Right, yeah. I get you.
so again, straight away, woman to man, transformer allegory as well, which I've just realised. Nobody's picked up on that, but I've just realised. Yeah, see, I could. If I actually thought about it, I might be pretty good at doing shitty reviews.
Well, why not? Everybody else is doing it. You might as well get on the bandwagon.
Yeah, so
Everybody likes to see somebody moaning about something else.
Oh.
And it's good. It's good to vent. It's good. It burns the fat from your soul.
Even my vegan fat.
If you've got any.
Not there's well, I've not done much cycling recently, so
Do you want to know what I did over Christmas? Apart from drink heavily. I watched Moonraker.
Oh, nice.
I always watch Moonraker at Christmas.
Oh, I love Moonraker. Not as much as the Spy Love Me though, but it's great. Moving on.
And then after that, I watched Better Living Through Chemistry.
Oh, that was like me in the 90s. Think about it.
Right.
Oh, so it'd be Better Raving.
It's a great film. It's it slipped through the radar. There's a lot of big actors in it. Have you seen it?
No.
Better Living Through Chemistry. It's got Olivia Wilde in it, Sam Rockwell, Jane Fonda, a couple of other big namers in it as well, and that's good. I like that. It's a fun distraction film. Then by the time I'd watched that, I downloaded, finished, and uploaded onto my server, and I watched Aliens 4K. Wow. I'm really getting into these 4K films.
Okay. Was it good? What was the conversion like?
It was fantastic. So now I've gone on a bit of a thing about downloading 4K stuff. So
They're
today,
big though. They're massive files,
I know.
aren't they?
I got Star Trek The Motion Picture Director's Edition. That was 15.5 gig.
Yeah, no, I still haven't seen that, and I really, really want to watch the
it's good.
super extended.
It is good.
15 gigs though. Fuck.
I know. And they fixed a lot of things that were wrong in the original version of that, because that cut was initially known as the ABC cut. So there was a cut that was made on ABC, and obviously people in TV, they all know each other. So it got passed around, and it eventually ended up at Yorkshire Television. So the copy that you saw on Yorkshire TV was actually done in America by ABC.
Oh, that's easy then, yes.
So that was pretty good. And then after that, a bit of Mega Drive. I had about an hour on Alien 3 on the Mega Drive, which is, I love that game on the Mega Drive.
Yeah, I think I own that. That's a pretty good game.
Yeah.
Or did I have it on the SNES? I can't remember. It's a
God,
side
no.
scroller thing, isn't it?
It is. It's a platform, isn't it? Yeah, scrolling platform.
Tom Wrench, did you notice the AI cock-ups?
In what?
I'm assuming Aliens.
I didn't notice any cock-ups, to be fair. Although I did notice, because me and the boy today, we had a bit of a run on 4K Indiana Jones. So we watched Raiders and Temple of Doom. And Raiders, there was quite a lot of artifacting at the beginning. But once things had calmed down, it was
Artifacting. Well,
brilliant.
that's what he goes around looking for artifacts, doesn't he?
Oh, it's a bit of an irony, really. Just bear with me 30 seconds.
Oh, no.
Because young master wants my attention just for one moment. Be
Is this
right
where I have
back.
to go solo? I don't like this. Okay.
Only for 30 seconds.
Okay. Wrenched. Brown has one of the most considerate chats on the internet. Even though we are outwardly mean to him, I bet he doesn't even notice. I do notice because I always watch on the re-rub taking notes and putting people onto my shit list. And you're the main one.
See, less than 30 seconds. I'm
Oh,
impressed.
that was very good. That was good.
I could have done it twice in 30 seconds.
I also watched. So there was Dr. Watt. I don't know why I watched it. I
can't believe why you would watch it.
I don't know. Do you know? I must have been just at a loose end, and I just thought, fuck it.
It's filth. It's pure filth. You degraded yourself by watching that shite.
I know.
As soon as that bird come on the scene, I watched one episode and thought, right, I'm done. I'll stop at Capaldi.
Yeah.
And I've gone right off David Tennant's Doctor Who now. I thought he was really good at the time. But David Tennant's changed as a person over the last few years, and he's not the same guy he used to be.
Yeah, it's one of his children, isn't it?
I don't know. What he does with his kids is entirely up to him. But some of the stuff he's been coming out with, it's like he's desperately trying to stay relevant in a world that's changed and left him behind somewhat. So now he's got to jump on a bandwagon to try and keep himself in the focus.
Moto
Chrysippus.
World of Sport. Was it shit? You know, I'm going to stick my neck out here. I think the story was okay. Just Shooty is just... I could get over the woke bollocks because you just expect it now. But just Shooty, totally the wrong person. Totally.
Should we call him Poop? Poop Shooty?
No, but no. I don't even blame him, to be honest. I don't even blame him.
Do you know, I said this on Twitter a couple of weeks back.
I don't even blame him.
Do you know who would be an excellent Bond, and he'd be hard as fuck? He wouldn't take any bullshit, and he'd be proper action. And there's a legacy connection too. I say Sean Pertwee as the next Doctor Who.
He's too old, though.
No, he's seasoned. His dad were sort of like that age when he was Doctor Who. And I've got to admit, John Pertwee, the third Doctor, he was hard as fuck. Hovercrafts, karate chopping people,
Nelly,
driving that old banger around, and then he had that car as well. She got in trouble, didn't she, Jo Grant? She did a topless picture with a Dalek.
You had... Really?
You not seen that?
No.
And he's like, oh, I'll get it in your eye. It's one of those. She'd only got a pair of boots on.
70s pornography is the best, isn't it?
Well, yeah. Sorry, I'm slightly distracted by that comment.
I'll tell you what else I watched as well. I got halfway through Lethal Weapon, which is a great movie. Because ITV4 were playing them all. I watched Die Hard.
I downloaded Die Hard in 4K. That's funnily enough. but I'm yet to watch it. And the weird thing is, when I bought my Blu-ray player,
Yeah.
I got it for a birthday present once, and it came with a copy of Die Hard, and it's still in the cellophane.
The original Die Hard.
On Blu-ray.
Right. It was Die Harder that I watched because it's on.
Is that the one with Samuel L. Jackson?
No, that's number 3.
So which one's Die Harder? Is this 4 or 5?
Die Harder is Die Harder, Die Hard 2. The one in the airport.
Oh, right, yeah. I like that
snow.
one. That's a good one. There's a connection there to one of my other favourite films, Porky's. The guy who played Meat in Porky's got an icicle in the eye from Bruce Willis. You know when
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know the guy who stabs in the eye?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in Porky's.
Wow.
Anthony the Meat Tuparello in Porky's. The Meat. Apparently he got quite a meaty meat sausage thing. Yeah. And William Sadler's really good in that movie too. Did you know all the Star Trek? I mean, William Sadler, he was Section 31 in DS9, but there's also another connection. Yeah. There's also another connection to DS9. Chief O'Brien, he was one of the airline pilots.
Oh, yeah, he was one of the British Windsor airline. Boof. Yeah.
Doing a really bad English accent.
An Irishman pretending to be an English. No. We watched all 3 Die Hards this Christmas.
Really? I'm shocked by that. I think, too, it holds its own.
I will say the miniature work with the aircraft is up there. Especially the fire effects. They must have been very, very big miniatures because it's fantastic.
And there's a bit of a scene as well where I get excited because there's some ham radio gear in it. You know when those fake commandos who've turned get in that truck?
Yeah.
And there's got that big radio there, and I'm like, oh yeah, I know that make and model of that radio, which is a bit sad. Shame about that young lad, how to kill him off. They could have brought him in on it.
Yeah, because the one who was in the company was he had appendicitis, so he got replaced by that. And the general, who was the guy out of was it McDowell's in Coming to America, the dad?
I don't know, never seen that film. All I've seen of that film is the royal penis is clean. That's it. That's as far as I got.
What?
Coming to America, Eddie Murphy.
Yep.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
At the beginning of that, he's in that bath thing, and that girl pops up, doesn't she? She says the royal penis is clean to Eddie Murphy.
Oh, it's been I can't remember. It's been a long time since I've seen it.
I tell you what, I did watch last night, and I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Non-stop.
No, it wasn't anything like that. I'm not doing that kind of thing anymore. But I watched John Badham's Blue Thunder. With Roy Scheider.
Blue
one
Thunder
of the bad guys
is a great movie.
And the guy who plays oh god, I forgot his name. Or Lyman. Oh, you know what I mean, don't you?
Lyman Good. Daniel Stern. Brilliant.
Yeah, he's one of the bad guys from Home Alone.
Yeah.
And another connection to Deep Space Nine in Blue Thunder.
Hold on, let me think.
In fact, a double Star Trek linkage.
Double?
When you've done racking your brain, I'll put you out your misery.
Franco Walker Wrenched. I love Blue Thunder. I saw it in the cinema when it came out. So did I. My brother took me to see it. I was relatively...
Sozzled.
14 years old, and I loved it. Blue Thunder, such a shame about the TV series, but the movie, fantastic.
Oh, that was junk.
Dog shit.
It's like Airwolf just blew it out of the water completely.
Oh.
Airwolf.
Disagree. Depending
Oldest Gamers made one of the links anyway.
May I say,
Mm.
TV series, Airwolf, all day.
Yeah, definitely.
Movie, although was it a TV? But there was technically
it was a
TV
double feature
movie.
length pilot. It was a pilot, wasn't it? It was a double length.
Double length.
What are you laughing at?
You said double length. Okay.
Double feature, full length double feature.
We can have both. Blue Thunder, the movie, is excellent. Airwolf, up until about, was it season?
You're on about season 4 when the wheels properly came off, because it got sold off to Canada.
Yeah,
and
shit, wasn't
it was Canadian content after that. It's funny that if you ever see episode 1 of season 4, it's called Blackjack. And there's a guy who vaguely looks like Dominic Santini, gets in a chopper, it blows up. String gets hurt, and Dominic's niece witnesses it all. So there's the sort of passing on of the torch, if you will. But just to stop you where we are now, you haven't told me the double connection between Deep Space Nine and Blue Thunder. Well, there's 2 treks, actually. Well, I'm going to put you out in your misery.
Deep Space Nine and Blue Thunder.
Blue Thunder, Deep Space Nine, and also Star Trek Generations. That'll give you a big clue.
Well, there's obviously Malcolm, was it Time
McDowell.
is which the fire we burn?
They say time is the fire in which we burn. Yeah. Dr. Tolian Soren, who was an Eloran, same as Guinan. Well, his nephew, listen, his nephew.
I'm listening.
Right, is Dr. Julian Bashir. Ta-da!
You put
Are you blown away by that fact, Mr. Brown?
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Malcolm McDowell's sister is Alexander Siddig's mother.
Bada
bing, bada boom. And he's originally from Leeds, you know.
What, Malcolm McDowell?
Yep.
That's
born in Leeds, moved to Liverpool, and then obviously went down south to do the acting bit.
And then I like it how in Blue Thunder they don't even try to hide that he's got a British accent. It's just great. They just don't care.
Yeah, he's a colonel in the US Army.
Yeah.
And he's got a British accent. And I tell you, one of the underrated character actors of American TV from the late 70s to the mid 80s is that guy with he looks slightly Hispanic, but he's not. And he's got a mottled face with dark hair, very tall, very slender. He was in like Buck Rogers and everything else of that era. And I just can't think of his name.
Not Henry Silver.
Oh, no.
Silence. It's snowing and it's silence. Go on, who is it?
I'm just trying to figure out his name. I'm just looking.
Oh, shall we do a super chat while you're looking?
Yeah, you do a super chat.
Dr. Iceman wrenched 20-year-old. Thank you, my friend. Hello, Brune und Trev. Got the Christmas money. Sorry, start again. Got the Christmas bonus today. Here's some pot noodles money from the Vaterland. Thank you, my friend. I had a pot noodle today.
You have got no appreciation of other languages. Do you know that?
Well, it is the Vaterland, isn't it?
Fatherland.
But that's how they say it, Vaterland.
Well, Deutschland, isn't it? So.
Thank you, Dr. Iceman.
I tell you who else was in...
Thank you, my friend. Happy Christmas.
I tell you who else was in Blue Thunder, and I was like, what? Even though I knew it was him. Casey Wong from Media Break on RoboCop, Mario Machado.
Yes, the news...
the
where
news
they get
anchor.
the tape to the news person at the end.
I kept expecting Lisa Gibbons to be there with him too, and then they're coming out with some game. Red alert, red alert.
Brian Tilsley.
Hey,
Hey!
yes, he is in that, and he drinks in my local. Believe it or not.
Is he still around?
He is. I saw him about 2 weeks before Christmas, round at the local shop. He was in the local shop. I figured out that guy's name anyway. And character actor Anthony James. Very tall, very dark. Looks very brooding and evil.
Don't know him.
Oh, he's been in everything.
Yeah, here you go. It's an Helpdesk Wrench World of Sport. Brian Tilsley, Coronation Street. Yes.
Yeah. And he lives in the Chesterfield area now, to be close to his daughter, who lives at the bottom of my street, bizarrely enough.
Really?
Mm.
Do you know them? Do you stalk them?
Not really, no. Do you know, he comes in the boozer, right? And he gets a J2O. And when the football's on and we're all watching football, like I've had about 8 or 9 pints, he's still sat there with the same J2O at the end of the match.
Oh, is he tight?
I don't know. I've never tried him.
Or is he a recovering alcoholic?
I don't know. Bloody hell. This James bloke, he's been in loads of stuff. Charlie's Angels, Police Story.
There's a fine line between a trivia researcher and a stalker.
True. Well, the thing is, you know, the guy who was the landlord was a big geek, and I was like feeding him information, and he'd be asking him questions, and it was funny. He was in BJ and the Bear, Buck Rogers, Soggy Bottom USA. I've never heard of that, but that sounds good. Yeah.
What?
1981, Soggy Bottom USA. Whiz Kids. Do you remember Whiz Kids? That was a one-season wonder with one of the guys from Barney Miller in it. You know the gingerish guy in Barney Miller? He was in that. Do you remember Whiz Kids?
No.
About this, his name was Charlie something or another. And
Whiz
he got this computer
Charlie.
called...
You talk about something else here.
No. It was about these kids and they solved crimes and murders
Whiz Kids.
with the aid of a computer.
It's ringing... What computer was it? ZX81. It's ringing a bell.
It was the same one that Matthew Broderick was using in War Games. It was like an Altair dressed up to be something
like
that it wasn't.
Or something.
Yeah, well, hey, don't knock it. Trash 80s were fantastic.
Jay Goodwin Wrench. Hello, Jay. I remember Whiz Kids.
Right, another show he was in that was a very short-lived series, but was really good and starred Pamela Hensley was Matt Houston.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was a really good show. I used to love that. Monday nights, BBC One. Lee Horsley, Pamela Hensley. Wow, what's not to like?
Princess Adala.
He was also, he was also in V as well, back in the day.
Swappers likes V. He likes the lizard people, doesn't he?
He does like the lizard people. He was in Hunter, The A-Team, The Fall Guy, Sledgehammer, Simon and Simon. Do you know, that was a show that never came on the air in the UK, and I used to love Simon and Simon. Oh, Star Trek Next Gen. He was in one episode as a Sub-Commander Thay. You know when the Romulans wear back?
Yeah.
He was the guy on the left side of the screen. The guy on the right side of the screen in that episode was Mark Alamo, who went on to play Gul Dukat.
Yeah. Did it have, what's his name, the Babylon 5 guy in the middle?
No. He wasn't along until 2 seasons later. Andreas Katsoulis, who played Tomalok.
He was fantastic.
He was. Do you know, he
better
smoked,
in Babylon 5, though.
He smoked anywhere between 60 and 100 cigarettes a day.
What?
True.
He was a famous movie actor, though, wasn't he?
Character actor. He was in Raw Deal as well, with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Charles says, because he keeps messaging me on Twitter and not in the chat, he says, Charlie's Angels got me through puberty.
Professor Artoo, Wrenched, World of Sport. R2, there's a invite in the doodah, by the way. Mark the Neck Alamo.
He was the captain in Total Recall. You know, in the airport scene, the arrivals.
Yes.
He's the when Richter says, "What's your mooth, Captain?" Because he's Canadian. Mooth. Because Michael Ironside's from Toronto.
Do they all talk like that?
Mooth. Oh, buddy. Oh, what's up, buddy? Let's look for craft dinner. Yes, let's look for craft dinner. Mevin Deeply came out with a good one. It's just scrolling up.
Oh,
it's just gone up. Have you got it?
9:50.
There or thereabouts, yeah.
PM.
Yeah, not AM. There we go. Can I read this one out? Mevin Deeply wrenched. Trev, Simon and Simon was on daytime TV over here. I used to watch it. I like the theme tune and the big helicopter. Do you know, it did have a fantastic tune to it. Did you ever? Well, you're probably not seen it.
Which program's this again?
Simon and Simon. It's about two brothers who were private detectives. They were like chalk and cheese. One was blonde and the other one was dark.
The name does ring a bell, Simon and Simon, but I can't remember what I did yesterday, you know?
True. Craft dinner. I like craft dinner. It is craft dinner. It's macaroni and cheese, if you didn't know, Mr. Brown.
Oh, is that what it is?
Craft dinner, yeah.
Kraft. Oh, not the brand, then.
It is the brand.
Oh, okay.
Kraft dinner is mac and cheese.
Made by Kraft.
Kraft dinner? Oh, hello, buddy. Oh, I love it when they do Canadian stuff. I also like it when they did the Saddam thing as well. Ah, come on, guy. Trust me. You need to take a break, guy.
Rennie L. Wrench. How do I know Simon and Simon, but Old Brown doesn't? I think
wasn't really a thing over it.
Old is the...
I wonder if Mevin watched it on Scottish TV, STV, and that's why it wasn't on the main ITV thingy. Because all we used to get daytimes was Take the High Road, if you remember that.
Yeah. Or Shortland Streets.
Oh, yeah.
Which I used to like,
great.
Actually. Yeah, New Zealand.
I remember Anthony Starr being in that before he was really famous.
Yeah.
And there was a guy in it as well with my name, my real name.
Wasn't Django Fett in it as well? Is it Django Fett?
I don't know.
Or Boba Fett now? He was in it.
Well, that's weird. Somebody ends up being a character within Shortland Street with my name. Couldn't believe it. Amazing.
Rennie L. I could say Kraft, Bob. Kraft dinner equals Kraft.
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese. Kraft Mac.
Kraft mac and cheese.
Is that why it's called Kraft dinner? Because it's got...
Oh, fuck's sake.
Moving on.
Move on swiftly. In fact, Internet Helpdesk at 9:53. Put that on the screen for me, please. That'd be a big help. Wrong one.
Oh.
This is a classic if you skive school. Internet Helpdesk wrenched World of Sport. Was that after Going for Gold? No, because the BBC used to do all the crappy game shows like Turnaround with Paul Daniels. What the hell was that about? Gold. But I used to like Going for Gold. That's why the EU hates us. Because we used to get their people on there and they used to get shanked every episode.
Yes.
Okay, Hans, what am I? Bring! A bit of a twat? No, that's the wrong answer. He was pissed off the time on that show.
Henry Kelly.
Heard firsthand. Yeah, and you know, during breaks of filming Going for Gold, he used to nip out to the bookies and put money on the horses, then come back.
Did he win?
I have no clue. No clue at all.
Turn around.
Totally clips the heart. Nice one.
Then I get a little bit lonely. And you've
got a bit of a penchant for
round.
music, haven't you, Wayfarer Project?
Turn around. Marvellous song, that. Marvellous.
It is indeed. Bonnie Tyler.
Is this true?
No way. I have got to look that up.
Rest in peace. Hans
on.
Zimmer
I'm going to goggle this
wrote
now.
the theme. Do you know if
I call
that's
bullshit on
true?
that.
If that's true, this stream ends
Who
now.
wrote the theme tune to the game show Going for Gold?
I'm not going to recover from that if it's true.
Holy fucking shit! It's true.
Good night, everybody. It's been a blast. Take care. We'll see you next week. Fuck.
No way. He wrote the soft rock tune Going for Gold. The heat is on. The heat is on. The time is right. Right for you. Da, 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 da. I forgot. I'm going to get the lyrics.
If I may.
That has done me. That has proper done me.
If I may, Rust in Peace has won the internet today. Well
Anti-Joust.
Well done. Well done, Rust. You've won the internet today. Well done.
Proper done me, that has. And I'm sorry for swearing, Mr. Brown, but that's done me.
So we were listening to early Hans Zimmer, and we didn't even know. Wow.
Hey, do you want to know some of the catchphrases from Going for Gold? And now on to the first round proper. Incorrect. Out of the rest of the question, the category is whatever. Select. Oh, these are pretty crap. You've chosen what I've said. Blah, blah, blah. It's all right. Somebody's done a really big page on Going for Gold. And they've even got the lyrics on there too.
Rust in Pieces.
Do you want me to sing it badly for you?
You can. Well, if you want.
You ready?
Can you sing and fill for a little bit? I need to open up a YouTube page.
Right. Okay.
And there'll be a moment of where it loops back and it really sends me over the edge. So I need to concentrate. You can fill for a little bit.
As long as it doesn't disturb me, then that's fine. Now, if everybody's ready.
Because I think do you know what? I think there's an award that needs to be given out while you do that. So bear with me, folks. All right, Trev will entertain you.
Right, you ready? I'm going to do this really badly. I can't sing for toffee, but the heat is on. The time is right. It's time for you to play your game. Because people are coming. Everyone's trying to be the best that they can when they're going for gold. And here's your host, Henry Kelly. What a Henry Kelly. Oh, them were the days. When I used to skive school or if I was ill, that was it. You'd sort of, about dinner time, you'd put Going for Gold on. And then you'd have a nap because you're not very well. And then when you got up again, it was time for Blockbusters. Them were the days.
Oh, can I have an E, please, Bob?
Brumts.
I'm here all week.
Can I have a P, please, Bob? Oh, there was always one, wasn't there? Every fucking show, there was always one that'd try and be funny, but they weren't funny at all.
We had a couple of contestants from our school, from our high school. They were absolute dog shite.
Well, it speaks volumes, then, doesn't it?
And they were supposed to be the
creme de la creme of your school.
Yeah.
They probably got stage fright and got locked up. You never know. Somebody might have been there and touched them.
Probably.
You never know.
There's an award going. The father's coming up, so bear with me.
Okay.
I'm going to mute.
I'll just talk a little bit then, because I can't put things on the screen, so I'm going to give people shouts now.
No,
Sword in the Storm, Wrenched. It says, imagine getting a copyright strike for singing Going for Gold. Can you imagine that? I get you a copyright strike.
No, no. If it's the original song and, well, basically the original recording, yeah, but you can't.
Can't believe it was Hans Zimmer. I tell you something, you can listen to it better than the soundtrack to Interstellar. Ooh!
Not yet.
That's a close second for winning the internet.
Yeah.
Am I a little bit loud tonight? Because I feel like I'm distorting a little bit.
I've newly knighted Rust in Peace.
Yeah, he's won the internet.
He's got he's earned his wrench. Yeah. You have, my friend. Well deserved. We salute you.
God, who's banging doors?
Not me. My dad.
Yeah, Rust in Peace definitely deserves
Well
an
done, mate.
award of some variety for that one, yeah. Definitely distorted, not loud. It's weird.
No, it's all right.
Are you sure? I wonder if I've
It's
caught a
it's
button.
perfect. It's perfect. Welcome to Derailing the Stream with a perfect mic.
Really?
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
See, the old. Do you know what?
What?
Do you know?
Let's see if that makes a difference. Is that any
You
better?
know what? Do you know? It's perfect. You know what? It's Christmas. I'm feeling generous. Talk amongst yourselves, Trevor. Entertain.
I had to quickly mute there because I didn't want to burp or anything, because you don't like emanations. Anything happening? Oh, you, Mr. Brown, you've received a super chat thanks to Rust in Peace Wrenched. $4.99.
Bear with me. I'm going to flash it up. Would you care to read, please?
Sure. Rust in Peace Wrenched, $4.99.
Newly wrenched.
Newly wrenched.
Newly knighted.
Thanks, Mr. Broon.
No, thank you, my friend, for winning.
Yes, definitely. That's definitely winning the internet.
Do you know, I think probably we're going to be the only channel that mods everybody. And you know what? I don't care because
I've got a malfunction. Oh, shite. Got a malfunction. My chair. It's really old. I found it in a skip. But I think the gas piston, either I'm putting weight on or the gas piston's starting to go, because every now and again it starts going.
Oh dear.
I wonder, are you ready to start bringing guests on by any chance?
In a little bit. I almost forgot. Are you available to read a super chat, please?
Yeah, sure. Flav Wrenched World of Sport for 10 quid.
Real money.
It was developed in the Great Depression as a meal to feed four for 19 cents and branded as craft dinner, selling 9 million boxes in its first year. Well,
that's
the more you know.
Wow.
Would you like to know more?
Macaroni cheese is fantastic.
I love craft dinner. But the thing is, I get it sent from friends and relatives overseas. And the one that they've started selling here is nowhere near as good as the one from overseas.
Is it the genuine craft brand, though, or is it something totally different?
Oh, yeah. Craft's a thing over here now because they own Cadbury's.
Oh, okay. Right, okay. Well, is it down to the... it'll be possibly the milk, won't it?
I don't know. I use whole milk in everything. I don't like skim milk. I'm very anti-skim milk, to be fair, because you're paying for water. I want real deal milk.
I want full fat, clogging me arteries. I want an heart attack by
dairy fats are actually quite good for you because they contain the right cholesterol, not the wrong cholesterol. Do you know why all people like my mum and dad's age and that are all getting diabetes and everything? Because during the 80s, you got all these brands, use this spread instead. It was all a marketing ploy saying that dairy was bad for you so they could sell bloody margarine everywhere.
Oh, you mean
and that's why there's so many people with type 2 diabetes now.
You mean 2 molecules away from oil, you mean?
Plastic.
Yeah, plastic, that's it.
Yeah. Well, you know it's evil. It's developed by the French. Hey, I know how we can kill all the English and so we can get the fish. Let's invent margarine. At least they invented that midget from Fancy Island. Thank you, France. And for Jean-Michel Jarre as well. And Richard Clayderman.
Yeah, whatever happened to Richard Clayderman?
Very rich and successful in France. He's like the Simon Cowell of France, but with a piano.
Really?
I used to love those adverts at Christmas. Buy my new album. I can go to Mallorca in March if you do.
I heard a bleep. So he's got 400. I can't speak.
Hamsters up his ass.
4.5 minutes. Oh, another one. 4.5 minutes to wait before the 1 hour. Yes.
Really?
Sorry, fellas. Yeah, unless if you want to bring him on now.
Yeah, bring him on now.
You know me with my OCD. It'll just totally fuck
because
with me. Big time.
There's a reason for that. Mrs. Retro and Daughter Retro have been to the pantomime. Oh, no, they haven't. Oh, yes, they have, and all that bollocks.
Yeah.
So I would like to just nip out and have a few minutes with them.
No,
so once you bring everybody on, I can just nip out and have a chat and get a bollocking as usual. She hasn't bollocked me so far today.
Fuck off then. Hey, Melvin.
I'll leave you 5 minutes. Hey, Melv.
Hey up, lad.
What?
I don't know. Yorkshire, I'm learning a new language. I'm being multicultural.
Where are you? Are you in the opposite room?
Wait. The microphone wasn't down.
That's better.
How are we now?
You all right?
I'm wonderful. I am wonderful. How are we, gentlemen? How are we doing?
Trev's talking pantomimes with the missus, but I think it's good. I'm all right.
Well,
you were here yesterday, weren't you? Fancy seeing you here today.
It's quite strange. I think I'm possibly stalking you.
People start talking. We've got somebody else here as well. Should we bring him in?
Go on then. As we don't have anybody good. See what I did there? See what
I did. We need somebody to raise the tone a bit. Here you go.
Well, don't look at me. Hello. It's
Hello.
Back again. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
You're right, Tony. How's it going, Tony? You're right.
Yeah, pretty good. Just taking care of business, and
that's a large amount of the Bolivian you're clearing off from the table there, mate.
I was clearing it off of my car roof, and I accidentally spilled some. Just as
did it go up your nose a bit?
Photo. Just a little, just a little. I mean, not like it has any effect. A little bit buzzy, maybe. Just nothing. It's just a little bit of snow. Nothing special. Nothing special. Anyway, good evening, chat. Good evening, panel.
Good evening.
How are you doing?
I'm glad we've got somebody here who can speak proper English.
I can't. As I said, when I first started doing the channel during lockdown, not a problem.
I think you've got to get kind of
south of Peterborough. Steadily worse. Steadily worse. Silence.
Indeed.
Silence.
I've got I missed the super chat yesterday. Can you believe it?
Oh no.
Shall we do it? It was hold on a minute.
Oh, Romeo.
Look at this. The Romeo Tango November Zulu is the first ever super chat to have his own slide. So he's getting value for money here. So, Merry Christmas all. 1 year, Chuck Norris offered to stand in for Santa. Saint Nick declined because the naughty nice list would have become the roundhouse kicked off the planet nice list.
Very true.
He likes a Chuck Norris gag, does Romeo?
He does. He really does enjoy them.
What's on the agenda for tonight then, Brun?
There you go, look.
Oh, there he is.
Thanks, Brun.
Yay.
Yay. Chuck Norris is awesome.
Yes, because if you say he isn't, he just comes around and smashes your face in.
Yeah.
The original...
Go on.
I said the original Chuck Norris gag was evolution isn't real. It's just a list of animals Chuck Norris allows to live.
So we all had a good Christmas?
Didn't we do this yesterday? I'm getting deja vu. I'll tell you what happened yesterday. Here was my Christmas day.
There
I
you go.
went round to my mammy's because it was supposed to be a kind of family get together. And what happened was, when my sister was visiting on Saturday, she fell and hurt her arm and ended up in the emergency room, and her arm
Oh,
is a little bit
what?
fucked. And nobody
Ooh,
told me. I didn't know. And
Ouch.
on Christmas Eve, it was pretty quiet. There was hardly anybody there because she was meant to be showing up with her husband in a menagerie of brats.
Oh, lovely.
menagerie.
Menagerie.
Moto Christopus
Crucifix.
World of Sport. Could Chuck... I can't speak. See, I can't speak, folks. Could Chuck Norris have made Once Upon a Time in Hollywood better, Melvin?
If he'd have been the guy who fought Bruce Lee, it might have been more realistic. So yeah, Chuck Norris can make anything better. Chuck Norris can make a sandwich better.
I fail. I fail to understand why you hate that film so much.
I don't hate it. I just think it's shit, and it just kind of it's you know. And this is something you have experienced. I am a very easily triggered person when it comes to shit stuff. It just everybody seems to say it's great and it's Quentin Tarantino's best film or one of his best films. I'm thinking, you people, no offense to anybody who thinks this, but you people are fucking morons. It is shit. I don't mean to offend, but you're fucking morons.
There you go, folks.
It is a bad, bad movie. That is all. It doesn't, you know, I don't hate it. It's just a film, but it's a bad film.
Here you go, folks. Jay Goodwin, wrenched. I'm starting to think me actually has his reading glasses in his mouth and his dentures over his eyes. Is that what it is?
Is that a thing?
Yeah. No, you say Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is bad. I can name something worse. Thanks to my children, I had to sit and watch all of the Home Alone movies. Do you know how many there are?
You
Okay, I know because
five.
Five.
Is it five?
There is five.
Including the new one.
The first two, okay, they're quite good. The last three are so goddamn awful. I want to claw my eyes out. They are that bad.
Has he still got the same Macaulay?
No,
Whatever his name.
Macaulay Culkin's gone, and it just turns. The third one sort of like turns into an international robbery
Shitfest.
caper, and then 4 and 5's got to do with there's one with a doll with a head the wrong way up, and then the good guys actually have to go and steal it because they think someone's taken it, and it's worth a lot of money.
That's not the cocaine talking?
No, that's definitely Home Alone 5.
Was a lot of cocaine.
It is so bad.
Oh, I seen an interview a couple of days ago. Do you know Alec Baldwin's brother? I think it's Stephen Baldwin, the one that was in The Usual Suspects.
There's several to pick from, admittedly.
There's Adam, Stephen,
William. I think it's Stephen then. The one from The Usual Suspects. That's Stephen,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I seen him doing an interview the other day. He's shit at interviews, by the way, but he looks
I'm
rough
shit
as
at live
hell.
streaming, but there
He's
you go.
like, he's 58 or 59, and he looks about 75. And he, what he looks like now is he looks like Macaulay Culkin if he suddenly got really old. He looks like Macaulay Culkin if he was 75. It's weird.
There you go. Tom Redged. McCulkin was in jail by then. Oh, he got jailed, didn't he?
Did he?
Or did I imagine that?
No, he
Did
did
he
have
do time?
He had a really big thing, and he ended up sort of like, you know, I was going to say in bed with Michael Jackson, but that's the wrong phrase. No,
it might be the right phrase.
He ended up quite close to Michael Jackson. That sounds just as bad.
Baldwin is on, not Mike Baldwin either, on drugs.
Oh, it's Hollywood. They all are.
He looks like he has been stuck in an oven and just been dried out slowly for the last 20 years.
Is this the... Billy, Bob, Adam Lester, Stephen Quincy, and Larry.
And Mo.
Is that the one? I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that the remake of the Seven Dwarfs?
Stooges. Seven Stooges.
It's Campbellwick Green.
Well, here's one. Stephen Baldwin's daughter is married to Justin Bieber. How weird is that? That's going to be like some kind of well-adjusted grandkids, isn't it?
That's going to be great.
Part Baldwin. Park
Wasn't
Bieber.
he married to Britney
Oh,
Spears
crap.
for a while, or did I imagine that?
Yeah, you imagine that.
Okay. It's been a long Christmas.
Yeah, maybe it's while he was in prison. I don't know.
We are currently in this weird bit between Christmas and New Year where the days don't actually mean anything.
Oh, it's
Time is
awful.
completely
It's
irrelevant.
awful.
So
It's
I have
awful.
no idea what's going on now.
Did I tell you about the book I'm writing? I think I mentioned it backstage before yesterday.
Possibly.
I'm writing this book, right? Because due to the success of Lance's book, which is all over the internet, right, all over Twitter anyway, I have decided to write a book. So I'm making notes now, and it's cartoon characters I would like to bang. And so far, I've got 15. Do you want to hear some of the names?
There you go then.
Right, give me a second. I have to find my manuscript.
My money's on Jessica Rabbit.
Not I would say fag packet, cigarette packet.
Ooh, is Betty Boop in there?
No, Betty Boop. She's an old lady. What's wrong with you?
Originally, true story. Originally, her character was a dog and just slowly morphed into a human over time.
So originally,
He-Man.
our character was Haley Atwell, and then turned into a human. Okay, we've got some good ones here. Let me scroll down a minute. You ever watch Stripperella?
No. It's
Well,
Tila, isn't it?
Tila, yeah, we got Tila. We got Princess from Battle of the Planets. She'd get it.
Yep.
We got
With or without the uniform on.
both. We got
Both.
Amy Wong from Futurama.
Okay.
Okay.
I did like it is Tila, isn't it, from Futurama? Tila? What the
Tila was from He-Man.
Who was the psych?
Leela. You're on about Leela.
Jesus.
Leela the Cyclops, yeah.
Yeah. I was a thing for her. I was sad.
A cartoon character, you weirdo.
You're very loud, Trev. What are you doing?
Yes,
Nothing.
I am a weirdo. I confess. In case anybody didn't notice.
Who else is on the list?
Who else is on the list? We've got April O'Neil.
No.
Who?
The original one, not the new one.
From the
New one.
Turtles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
April
In the
O'Neil.
yellow jumpsuit.
Here's one you'll appreciate, Trev. Maud Flanders.
You'd love to
because you know she's married to Ned Flanders. She's getting sex about once every 2 or 3 years.
Would you like to bang her in front of Maud Flanders?
You mean Fernando Whitmore?
And would you do it left-handed?
I don't know who that is.
Fernando Whitmore. It's Ned Flanders' alter ego, drug baron Fernando Whitmore.
All right, I haven't watched The Simpsons for about 30 years.
Well, me too. It's you know, that show jumped the shark years ago.
Anyway, well, we know that, but anyway, carry on, Melvin.
Oh, somebody's just said oldest gamer. Josie and the Pussycats. Yep, all of them. Put them on the list. Josie
Is the Hex Girls on the list?
Who's the Hex Girls?
The Hex Girls from Scooby-Doo.
The Hex Girls from Scooby-Doo? I've got Daphne.
Oh, no, just Google the Hex Girls from Scooby-Doo. There is a glut of teenage boys who decided to become emos and goths because of that one episode.
Are you gonna? Is Velma?
No, Velma's not on it. No, movie Velma from the first Scooby-Doo movie, yeah. But
Oh, yeah.
cartoon Velma,
very true.
I think you should do Velma from the remake.
The
See if you can turn her to.
from the cartoon, she was into the rug.
Yeah,
she's,
yeah.
You get severe. Nah,
Carpet
not
burn.
for me.
I don't know. I think it'd rot your cock off.
No. Thinking about it probably would. Evil Lynn from Masters of the Universe.
Definitely.
Okay.
She's got space AIDS, but it's worth it.
I hear
You would
Space
shag
Age
her,
is
but
one
only
of the bad
once.
ones.
Yeah.
Is Charlie Brown's sister, no relation by the way, on the list?
That's a kid, you sick fuck.
Yeah, man. Are you some kind of weirdo?
How old are you, me darling?
Oh, here's one, right?
I've been burgled, which is never. Linda
Cardellini.
Cat stole my heart as Velma. Oh,
Yeah. She's very much doing cartoon voiceovers.
okay.
She's on loads of cartoons now because sadly she's not very well. Bless her. She's got some kind of rare arthritis, so she's struggling physically.
Okay.
But that voice, it's the voice of 1,000 hard-ons.
That's
A bit like
disturbing.
Vex's voice, to be truthful.
Rennie says Yogi Bear. What do you reckon?
Moving
Well,
on.
he's smarter than the average bear, so no bum action happening there.
Right. I don't want to spoil the plot to my whole book, right? But I'll give you one more before we move on, right? And this is like proper fetish material.
How many are you going for then, do you think?
Well, I want to try and hit 50 to make it a decent
The
book.
chat have been flashing ideas.
Proper
There's some
fetish
good ones in
material.
there. I want to say, like, what female cartoon characters, of course, I would like to bang, and where I was when I first decided I want to bang them, and that kind of thing, yeah.
Can I take a guess on this one?
You go then.
Princess Felicia from Bucky O'Hare.
No.
Oh, damn it.
I'd like to make it is Leela. Is it Leela from Futurama? I'd like to make her go cross-eyed. Think about
it. How would you know she'd gone boss-eyed?
It would just be all white, wouldn't it? It would just be all
just
white.
Feeling.
I know what it'd be like. You know them googly eyes you stick on rocks and potatoes and shit like that? She'd look like that. It'd be spinning around like fuck, wouldn't it?
I think that happened in one of the episodes.
Melvin,
anyway, the fetish.
If her eye goes all white,
No.
Chitara from Thundercats.
Wilma Flintstone.
Hang on a minute, that's zoophilia, isn't it?
Betty Rubble.
Betty, yeah, but not Wilma.
Betty. For me, Betty was always better than Wilma.
Betty Boop. Are you definitely going to write this book then? I think you should.
I don't think it would take long.
How many pages would you need to? How many words would it have to be? Do you think?
Oh man, hundreds.
I've just had a thought.
Hundreds of
what? Literally hundreds.
Sorry, include pictures and make sure the pages are waterproof.
Yeah, if I make it a picture book, and then I could probably get 50 pages out of it.
Trev, yes.
Yeah, Barney Rubble can't be doing Betty any good. Do you think she's nipping around for a bit of Fred? I know. We did have like a pterodactyl dildo, and she'd put it down and go, "It's a living."
Rust in peace. What would it be called? What's the book going to be called?
It's going to be called Cartoon Characters I Would Like to Bang. But if that's too crude, if the publisher doesn't want to accept that, I can change the word bang to poke.
Can we have some good titles in the chat, please?
Yeah, go on.
See what the public can come up with.
What about Hannah Bangbearer? Ruby Queers.
Who is this Hannibal you're talking about?
I know. Like cartoon companies, why don't you just call it Deke, as in Dick? Do it cheap.
Cartoon Bangers. Sword and Storm. The Bangables. Some of these are good. Fuckable cartoons. Franco Walker is just being disgusting. You never hear that kind of crude vulgarity from us.
Speaking of fuckable cartoons, anybody ever see the film Cool World with Kim Basinger?
Oh yeah, and Brad Pitt.
Oh yes.
Smurfette. There's another one from Rennie. Smurfette. Get it?
Yeah.
Tunes.
Elastigirl.
Not Newcastle either. Tunes you want to spoon afterwards. Tunes it's spoon. These words.
I don't know. Melv kind of did me when he said Princess from Battle of the Planets. That would be my, in uniform, go-to, because I'd have to transmute some of my jism onto her uniform.
Animating.
Transmute.
Do you remember that? In Japan, it was Bird Go. But when it was translated for America through Sandy Frank, it was transmute.
I got all of Battle of the Planets today off of some place that definitely wasn't the high seas. 85 episodes.
Wow. It's a good box set. I've got that one.
I was surprised there was so many.
Yeah, well, it was still going in Japan, and there's been like Eagle Riders was season 2, right? That got dubbed, and then Saban bought it and did something else with it. There's been about 3 or 4 different incarnations in the West of Science Ninja Team Gatchaman, which it's based off of.
Is it Zoltar?
Yeah, he's
Is it-
trans.
is-
Oh,
Are they-
Zoltar might be
are
a
they-
blood. So that could be
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah. You're gonna have Zoltar in the book.
6 of one, half a dozen of the other is old Zotar.
They
It's,
were way ahead of the curve, weren't they, on that?
It's Japan for you.
Yeah, I don't know how that went because I remember there was an episode where they took his or her mask off, and then everything got a bit strange.
Yeah, it did. It went a bit funky in the wrong places. Well, apparently,
Brian, you're coming on.
the original character's called Berg Katse, and he was a fusion of twins, a girl and a boy. So it was both personas rolled into one. One would take over for one thing, and the other would take over for the other one. But now I can imagine some of these blue-haired lefty types would dive on that and use that as a crux for saying, "Oh, well, it's been around for ages. Look, it's got a dick and a fanny."
Always been a thing.
I've been burgled, which is never nice at Wrench. This needs to be an episode topic. So what we're saying is do a specific live stream of cartoon characters Melvin wants to bang.
Well, give me a month or two, and I'll make an actual book, and you can do a slideshow. I'll make it as a PDF. Might even get it on Amazon. You never know.
Bloody hell. Just be careful you don't want to do it on a pedo F.
But tish.
That's PDF file, everybody, and YouTube
Yes.
algorithm, not what he said. It's PDF.
Oh, I got a good one, but I don't know her name. The redhead from Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. Thief? I
Pardon?
think she was the thief, wasn't she?
Yeah, the one she had the invisibility cloak. And
That's
it's
the
not
one
just
with the
that,
green
right?
cloak.
If she was having a kind of bad face day and forgot to put her makeup on or whatever, she could just put the cloak on and you could pretend she looked all right.
I wouldn't have minded a shot on the acrobat. She was the black one who looked a bit like Mel B, but fitter.
Oh, Melby!
Like Grace Jones with better hair.
Oh, it was Sheila. Her name was Sheila the Thief.
Yeah.
And according
Was
to the
the thief.
Dungeons and Dragons Wikipedia, she had a cloak of invisibility and she was 13.
Well, how would you know she's
No
around?
way, the
You
actress
sick
must
cock.
have been about 30. Okay, we'll take a look.
Hey,
Oh,
you've
pretend
missed a great example of a fit bird off your list, Malv.
Go on then.
Firestar from Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. She was
Oh.
hot as fuck,
Oh,
literally.
yes.
Ye
still
of
remember
little
that.
faith, I've got Firestar. Firestar is number
Good
14.
man.
Oh, very good.
Number 14.
She had a really sad story arc in the Marvel universe because she chucked out microwave radiation. She made herself infertile
What?
by using her powers. So she couldn't have kids. And then, unfortunately, she did pass on from the big C, but she gave it herself with her own mutant powers.
Wow.
That's
Welcome to
entertainment
Happy
for you, yeah?
Stream.
Yeah.
My
Oh, do you know
God.
who I got? Okay, so the 15th spot for the moment, right? And I put them all in as one.
Hey,
The
at least you couldn't knock her up.
Have you
Oh,
seen
always
what's that Marvel cartoon? What If? Is it What If?
Oh, God, please don't mention the egg.
I sincerely hope Captain Haley Atwell is going to be on your book. She was a cartoon character in that.
I'll give her an honourable mention, right? You know, like a 5-pinter or something. You know, I'll have like a what you call like a prologue.
I'll-
5-pinter.
No, I'll
Quick
tell you what.
rubbing.
I'll do the. Is it the prologue? I'll write it.
Prolapse, where'd you going?
Yeah, I'll specifically write it about Haley Atwell. Is that all right?
Forward by Mr. Brown. It'll just be how stupid I am and how great Haley Atwell is. God, we should do this. We really should.
I think you should. I think you got a winner here, mate.
I've got on 15th spot so far, right? The teenagers from
fuck's
Captain
sake.
Caveman, all three. But
At
specifically,
the same time.
well, why not? But specifically the stupid one.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Rennie, the dragon from Shrek.
Better looking than Haley Atwell.
No.
Atom, I was going to mention Tinkerbell, but
Is it
Oh, you'd rip her to
specifically
bits, wouldn't you?
okay? It's
Sorry.
specifically cartoon characters. It's not like puppets and stuff from Thunderbirds and all that stuff. It's cartoon.
characters.
You've just
Specifically-
reminded me, Brown. I always wanted to molest the Wonga puppets. Do you remember them on TV, on the adverts?
were they old people?
Yeah. There was just something about those two puppets. I just wanted to have a three-way with them.
Yo, what's me?
Yeah.
What's all that about?
Does anybody know anything about movies? Because I don't.
In what respect?
Christmas movies.
Yeah. Die Hard?
The Hallmark channel's on.
No,
Oh,
because
screw that.
we've got this. Welcome to running up and down the
Upstairs,
stairs.
downstairs, live on Mr. Brown.
We're doing a Powell of the best Christmas movie,
Die Hard.
That's been done.
and we're going through them slowly. Shall we do them, or do you want to carry on?
Why?
doing
Let's
this?
go for it.
No,
Why are
sometime
we
this
still
week.
doing Christmas movies? It's almost Easter.
Christmas is over, Brune.
Why are you doing that? There's Cadbury's cream eggs in the shops now.
Well, they were in
Oh, for fuck's
September,
sake.
weren't they?
Well, it's official now.
Okay. We'll do the movies because we need to try and finish the thing, don't we?
The thingy.
If we don't know anything about them, we'll just flash them up and then we'll let the chat sort it out.
Well, crack on then, Brownie.
Okay. Christmas movies, everybody. I'm Boomring, but you already know that.
No, it's naff, in my opinion.
Nicolas Cage, Family Man.
I have not seen this. Is it worth it?
It's all right if you've got nothing else. If there's absolutely nothing at all, this would be the bottom of the barrel. What would fill the gap?
Fair enough.
Never seen it. It's been a long time since Nicolas Cage has made anything any good, I think.
Yeah,
I
at
don't
least
think-
3 or 4 decades.
I don't think Nicolas Cage is any good unless he has the ability to chew on the scenery. He's an hideous over actor. So to put him in something like this, he looks like he'd be a bit normal. Which
He's
I don't think
hammier
would
than
be
Miss
any good.
Piggy's fanny, isn't he? Let's face it.
Not Brian Wrench. My absolute number one. Thank you, Brian.
It's got to be somebody somewhere.
He lies. He lies.
I'm in the bin.
Yeah.
Come on,
I-
Brian.
Brian, you coming on, man?
Yeah, come on.
I mean, not Brian.
Yeah, not Brian. You're coming on, Wrench, by the way. Okay, so anything to add then? I've never seen it. I'd never even heard of it until Maggie said yesterday, hence why I've researched it.
It's all right. Like I say, if there's absolutely nothing else, it fills a gap. He's a banker. No pun.
It
Well, he could have been a
rhymes
banker, and then he is a banker.
Nick in Cage is awesome.
He was awesome in The Rock, and Con Air
Yes.
wasn't bad.
I've never seen it.
I like that one he did with Pedro Pascal.
Pedro
Easy.
Pascal was in it.
Easy.
Easy
quite
one.
good in
It's
Wicker Man.
well,
a
he's
real
been-
film. It's a real
He's
film.
been in. He's been in everything else. So what movie was it?
What?
Pedro.
Oh, I don't know what it is. It's like he's a gangster, but he's not really. He's a patsy, and he's got loads of money, so he hires Nicolas Cage to be his
Loads of
friend.
money. Harry
Harry Enfield.
Well,
Loads of
anyway.
money.
Hey.
Move on.
Okay,
Move
that's
forward,
Family Man,
Brad.
everybody. That will be that'll be option one. I know some of the chat have seen it.
I don't know. I think that's a mince pie and a half out of 5 mince pies.
Okay, so next one,
Uh,
a Christmas
Story.
story again, and one what Mega Geek said, and I'd never even heard of it.
no, I've never heard of this one.
Anybody?
Yes.
It's an American tradition to watch this movie, apparently. I only saw it for the first time a couple of years ago. I couldn't see the fuss about it really. I mean, the leg lamp is quite famous, but I mean, Ralphie sticking tongue to lamppost and it's all right. It's
It lost me.
can't remember too much about it. I didn't find it that
again.
engaging. There's better movies out there.
It's an American movie tradition.
Yeah.
Well, luckily, we've got an American droid. Hello, Artoo.
Hello, hello.
Hello, Artoo.
Hello there.
Yes, this is an American tradition. Was written by Gene Shepard, who was known as a storyteller. He had a show in Chicago where he would just talk for hours, just telling stories from his childhood, thoroughly embellished stories at that. And he also was an author. There's several books that have been written by him. The one that most of the stories that A Christmas Story comes from is known as In God We Trust, All Others Pay Cash. But yes, A Christmas Story is definitely an American tradition. I love this movie. There's so much Americana in it. Yes, it's silly. It's a ridiculous story, but it's so much fun, and it's just such a simple family film, and so many people can just see their families, their family dynamic shown in this, and it's a great film. It's great fun. And they actually there's actually several sequels that have been made to this movie, but there was one made just a couple of years ago that has many of the original actors in it. In fact, it has Peter Billingsley, who plays the lead in the movie as the child. He had grown up, and him trying to put together a family Christmas for his family after his father's passed away. And the father in the original film is played by Darren McGavin, who does a fantastic job. But yes, it's a great movie. And then the sequel that was made like a couple years ago, actually I think recaptures a lot of the fun of the original film. It went straight to Max, I think. But it was still pretty fun compared to some of the other stuff, which were all just cash grabs. So
okay, yes. Anybody else then? I've never even seen it. So yeah, okay. Let's move on then.
I have a question before we move on. I can even ask it after we move on. Doesn't matter.
We need some life.
Have you?
Sorry, can't do that. Sorry.
Yeah. Yes, a lot of people. They're at the very end of the film. They go to have a succulent Chinese meal after their Christmas turkey is eaten by the neighbor's dogs, and so they go out to have Christmas dinner at a Chinese restaurant. And there's some jokes in there,
don't they?
Yeah, the people who are running the restaurant try to sing some American Christmas carols, and of course they're Chinese and they have accents, and there's some amusing stuff that comes from that. But
I wouldn't say that's racist. It's quite close to the mark, though.
It is actually very close to the mark. Yes,
it is very funny though.
It's quite funny.
Okay, A Christmas Story. Forgive me. Here we go.
Right. Anyway, have you heard of a comedy sketch? It's about 10 minutes long, called
The Holiday.
Dinner for One.
No.
It's a British English thing.
Is it a Christmas movie?
It's a Christmas sketch. It's this old lady having a Christmas dinner, and she doesn't have anybody there because she's like 1,000,000 years old and all her friends are old and dead. But she's pretending there's people there, and she has the butler serving the drinks and everything, and he's going around drinking all the drinks for all the people who are not there. And over the 10 minutes, he's getting drunker and drunker and drunker. It's quite funny, but even though it's English, it's quite a big deal in Germany, and they play it at Christmas in Germany every year. And then it started to grow, so there's like other countries like Denmark and things like that, where they play it every year now as well.
What the hell is even this?
I've got something stuck in the back of my head. Does he keep tripping over a tiger head?
I'm going to put the link in the chat, right? In the actual chat.
Is this the movie you talk about, The Holiday? Anybody? This was another one who mentioned this yesterday.
Probably Mega Geek.
No, I think, was it Vex?
It might have been.
Anybody seen The Holiday?
It's got Jack Black in it, so I really couldn't give it.
Yeah, I agree.
Anybody?
He's shite.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Just by looking at
Winslet looks all right, though.
I think he's a movie killer now.
Yeah.
Jack Black. If Jack Black's in anything, I'll avoid watching it completely.
After
Vex was going to pop in, but she's got computer problems.
after the Minecraft movie comes out this next year, it will be. No one's going to hire him to be in movies anymore. That will have been like 5 flops. in a
I'm
row
surprised. I mean, Jason Momoa's in it as well, for goodness sake. That's probably going to end his career.
True.
Yeah, Jason Momoa's in the Minecraft movie.
Yes, he is wearing a pink jacket too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anybody watch? So anybody seen The Holiday then?
No.
Chat,
It looks
anybody
like
seen it? Help us
Hallmark.
out.
It just looks like a Hallmark movie.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at this. I'm willing to bet 2 of them are together, and then they get separated and swap partners and realize that the other partner is the one they spend the rest of their lives with.
Jude Law's got hair.
I can imagine Jude Law doing Cameron Diaz, but Jack Black's got fuck all hope with Kate Winslet.
Not a
Will you
chance.
tell your kids?
Not a chance.
I know.
Will you
Get
tell
all you
your
little
children?
bastards. There we go.
Okay, so that's The Vacation, folks.
Are you going to
See
put a
what we
movie
got.
on I've actually heard of? That'd be quite nice.
We did them
I
yesterday.
don't think Aliens is a Christmas movie, do you?
Prometheus is.
No.
There's a
That film
Christmas
does not
tree in
exist.
Prometheus.
Okay, one more then.
Go on.
Mind you, if I was banging Kate Winslet, I think I'd look like Jack Black there, to be fair.
Why?
At that stage.
How'd you work that out? Look, if you were doing her like she looks there, you'd be losing weight, not putting it on.
Well, no, she's got a smile on her face. You know why, don't you? Because I'm banging her.
Maybe if she was a cartoon, she's not pixelated enough for me.
Okay, so Home Alone E2.
God, no. None of these. Can I vote for none of these?
Lost-
Yeah, actually, I can vote for none of these.
Lost
It's quite
in
easy.
New York.
It killed Brenda Fricker's career.
See, I quite liked Home Alone 2. I think it was slightly
No,
better than Home
Home
Alone.
Alone E2.
Home Alone 2. I mean, I think it was better
Home
than
Alone,
Home Alone
it's
1
Italian,
because they
isn't
got they'd sort of like got the formula down a bit better, and
Oh, here you go. Look,
you
here
still
you
have the whole.
go. Dr. Iceman
Yeah.
wrenched. Thank you.
Macaulay Culkin was only any good in My Girl, and that's only because he dies.
I mean, admittedly, they do have a convicted sex offender actually starring in
shit.
the movie, but
Who,
Who's that? Who's
Don't say
that
it. Don't say
Donald-
it. Don't say it.
Shut up. Right, okay, I'm going to start a
Move
poll,
along.
folks.
I'm
Oh.
perplexed.
Vote for your favourite movie. It's the top 2 that will go through to the next round. We need to get these.
None of them.
Shut. We need to get these.
You've picked fucking
Shut
junkers.
talking.
No. Junk.
I'm starting a poll, folks.
So we watched Home Alone 2 on Christmas Day. We were just kind of watching whatever we would find on, and we were watching this, and we were counting the number of times during this film that he would have actually just murdered these criminals.
Oh yeah.
When he's encountering them at the end of the film. Because in the first one, there's some ridiculous stuff, but most of the time it's stuff that would just be injuries. In the second film, he straight up murders the 2 criminals at least 9 times.
He electrocutes
That
one
was
of them
cruel.
to the point the skeleton is showing.
Well, he smashes their heads in with bricks,
Yep.
which would have been lethal.
Throws bricks off the top of a building.
They're off the top of the building. Off the
Yep.
top of the building. Yeah. He electrocutes them. He crushes them with a steel pipe from several stories. He causes them to fall from several stories and land on their backs, so their heads would have hit the concrete. Like we counted 9 times he would have murdered these two guys.
Oh, sets them on fire whilst climbing down a rope so they have
Yes.
nowhere to go. Then freezing them in a pool of water.
Was it just slapstick?
Yeah. It's high
It is. It is. But it's
what?
so over the top. It's pretty silly.
Yeah. I like that. I like
I
that.
don't think
movie.
have I seen.
Can you imagine if Joe Pesci had got his hands on Macaulay Culkin and recreated the scene from Casino with the head in the vice with him? Yeah, see, I got you little bastard.
Oh, Rennie's chiding me in the chat. Yes, Rennie, I know it's a comedy, but in the first movie, some of the stuff that happened, it was all rather harmless. Like in general, like they get stabbed in the foot and the broken glass in their hands and stuff. Like we were just laughing at the fact that it goes a little further in the second movie to the point that that people would actually have been straight up killed.
It's all right. She did that on purpose, little bastard. Just because I've told her no.
That's the Phil Collins drum solo, isn't it? In the Air Tonight.
Gee, I'll be glad when she'd grown up and fucked off. All of them. They're good adverts for Durex, my kids. Oh, yeah. Fuck off! I'm not your real dad. We don't know who your dad was.
It's the milkman, isn't it?
No, he's ginger.
Oh, it's
okay, look,
some Hungarian.
We've got 60 people watching this, 32 votes. Come on, folks. We'll stop at 40, so we need 6 votes. Come on, folks. So vote for your favourite movie. The options are Family Man, A Christmas Story, The Holiday, Home Alone E2. So we've got 5 votes, folks.
Can you, Brown, remind us what ones we have voted through already?
No, because not at the moment.
Can I ask you a question? Why did you pick these films specifically?
Ones that I could kind of... Well, I just Googled Christmas films.
I'd have thought you'd have picked National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
We have.
Where?
That was yesterday.
Oh, that was yesterday. I wasn't around yesterday, you tool.
I think that one went through anyway.
Once we've done the round, I'll tell you what's through. Yeah, I'm just shit at multitasking. Yeah. Oh, we got 40 votes, folks. Shall I? You got 2 seconds. 2, 1. Right. Okay. We go. End poll. Okay. So the results are in. Okay. So Poel completes 41 votes. That's impressive, folks. Thank you very much.
Ooh.
4th place, bringing up the rear, The Holiday, 2%. 3rd place, Family Man, 12%. The runner-up, 2nd place, going through, Home Alone 2, 34%. Cheers. And the winner, A Christmas Story, 51. Cheers.
You know, as you said, this, you know, this one is an American tradition. You know, actually over here, I think they started it back in the early 2000s. We have a cable channel over here, TBS, that started airing this because they didn't have anything else that anyone would watch on Christmas Day. So they just started airing this Christmas Story for 24 hours straight.
What?
They just air it all day long.
Nice block programming.
No one's going to tune into anything else. It's Christmas Day. So they, you know what? Hey, anybody tunes in at any point, you know what you're going to see. You're going to, and it blew up for them. It's been huge. They've been doing it, I think, for like 12, 13 years now. So
wow.
Yeah.
That's a total of 99% votes.
Here we go.
OCD.
Where's it going? Those, it was really bad yesterday, wasn't it? It was
like
losing
3% off at the top. Yeah. Bloody YouTube taking the top percentage there.
Okay. I heard bleepage.
Well, you need to change the battery then.
Good
evening, Brian. Not Brian.
Good evening, Internet Helpdesk. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, chat. Good evening,
Hello.
How are we all post Christmas dinner, etc.?
Not bad, mate.
I'm amazing.
That's good to hear. What were the results of the poll? I managed to miss it while trying to log into this debacle.
Not missing out.
I can't remember now, and I can't be fucked to scroll up.
Your one was 3rd spot, Brian.
3rd spot, that's not so bad. I thought it was going to get the wooden spoon, but yeah. A tragic turnout nonetheless.
Shall we do the next round, Brian? Fancy doing the next round?
Well, I don't know what the films are, Brown. You didn't give us a wee heads up, but let's.
Well, no,
let's
that's
do it, shall we?
that's the old idea, isn't it? Just thinking off
Being a fucking slackers, is that what they get?
thinking off the paths, as it were. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. No. Should we do it? I'm just filling for time here. Bear with me while I type.
Of course.
Just amuse yourself, folks. Isn't it great to see Brian, folks?
Well, thanks, guys.
In all his glory.
Okay, let's. Brian, you've met Trev, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
He wishes he
Brian-
didn't at times.
You've met Professor Artoo, haven't you?
Yes.
I think I need to
Welcome
alter.
to
Just let me
Stalling
sort
for Time.
avatars out, okay?
Everybody heard that Batman 2 has been delayed. So isn't that just so sad?
Hey.
Oh no!
I'm gutted.
Whee!
I'm fucking
Tim.
unecstatic.
Okay. Let's do the something or other. Let me
Take
press.
your time. Take your time. In
Let
your
me-
own time, lad.
Okay.
Take your time.
Here's what you could have won.
What?
Well, look at what you could have won.
The holdovers.
Films you've never heard of.
No, that was out last year. Was it last
Yeah, that's
Christmas?
a pretty recent one.
Yes, I was given a very dodgy copy by someone who shall not be named, and I didn't watch it.
Ooh.
I had to make
So that's
sure
that.
that it.
Is that finished then? Conversation over.
I had to make sure that it was a Christmas movie, but apparently it is.
Yes.
May I just
Anybody?
say to Titus, can you hold on for 2 minutes and I'll go and get that sorted right now.
I will say, chat. We've not seen it. Can you save the stream, chat? We haven't seen it. It did quite well though. Did it win awards? Obviously not.
I think it won one or two.
Yeah,
It
did
was
it
very
win
popular.
Oscars? I don't know. That's the Amazing Holdovers, folks. Great movie. We all like it, don't we? Great Christmas movie.
You should change the theme of this instead of Christmas movies. You should call
To
it
movies
films none
we
of us have
haven't
watched.
seen.
We're all gonna rate movies we've never seen.
Rate them based on
Was
the poster.
this Vex who mentioned this yesterday, or Mega Geek? One of the two. All right, moving on. Yeah, definitely a 5.5 out of 10 all day long. Yes. Okay.
Actually, you just thought that's actually a really good game. Give someone two movies, one they've seen, one they haven't, and you have to try and convince people you've seen them both. So, like, would I lie to you, but with films?
Yeah, that'd be good. Could do movie reviews on streams and not even
have seen the movies, and people have to decide if you're lying or not.
Yeah, that'd be
You
good.
could,
That'd be
It's a good game. I'm
could do a
copywriting that
quiz.
one.
Do a quiz. Ask people in the chat what their favorite movie is. Pick a winner, and then bring them on the stream and quiz them on it. See if we know more than they do.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Just to embarrass people.
Anyway, Eraserhead.
Sorry, carry on.
Well acted, pretty well shot, nice and heartwarming. Overall, very enjoyable. There you go, folks.
Said the review on Rotten Tomatoes. Copy paste.
Okay, let's. We're not doing Northman. Behave. Okay, next one then. Again, I had to double check this one. Some said it's not a Christmas movie, but some sites said, well, there's a Christmas scene. If it's the one I'm thinking,
If it's Prometheus, I'm noping out.
Okay.
Is it Ghostbusters 2?
Next one then.
Yeah, they steal all the presents.
It's got penguins in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a Christmassy theme in there, but yeah, I wouldn't call this one a Christmas movie.
No, but they mentioned the mistletoe. That's a Christmas thing, right?
Yes.
It's like no. Or was it camel toe? Camel toe can be deadly if you eat it.
I don't know. I
eat
really
it.
rated Keaton's Batman.
Oh, I actually enjoyed Batman Returns. I know people not particularly fond of it, but I really enjoyed it.
Anti-derivative Jill. Hi, Jill. Wrenched World of Sports. Batman Returns is a Christmas movie. Thank you. It is. folks.
Okay, thank you, Joe. I'll take you
Next.
at your word.
Yep. Trust Jill.
It's
Trust in Jill.
It's written on the internet, therefore it is true.
Oldest gamer wrenched.
All right, the oldest gamer. Thank you. I will take you at your
on
word.
the internet.
Thank
It must
you.
be true.
Yes.
Okay. So,
Joe, don't take that shit from him. Kill him.
no.
I could always
Is
sing
it
Going for Gold again.
Is it a
Death
good
first.
movie? Is it a good movie?
Oh yeah, it's the best one.
I think so.
I liked it.
Right?
But
It's, in my opinion, it was kind of off the. I loved the first one. I still love the first one. I always give that a watch at least once a year, if not several times. This one was kind of off the radar. You know, I didn't remember there being too much hype about it, at least in my kind of circles. I've never particularly liked it, to be honest. I liked Michelle Pfeiffer in it. DeVito does his usual good job.
Yeah.
But it was just, you start off with Jack Nicholson, you're starting on smack and working your way back to pot, in my opinion, for this one. But the old Christmas movie thing, it kind of always sticks in my craw a little bit. The Christmas, I feel as if we're saying it ends a Christmas movie so long as that. Spunk Mask 6 is a Christmas movie because everyone gets covered in white by the end. You know what I mean? It's just, it's not.
All these dirty references.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
It's an enjoyable movie. I agree that it is not as strong a film and not as enjoyable as of a film as the first Keaton Batman. That one is a real classic. This one definitely had some very odd choices that they made, kind of making the Penguin very gruesome and kind of gory, and there were some odd choices that were made with how they told the story of his past and how it connected to.
Oh, it's Tim Burton. What do you expect?
Yeah, it's definitely Tim Burton being Tim Burton, and where I feel like he held that at bay in the first movie, but there's a lot of it in the second and in Batman Returns.
Did you notice who the Penguin's dad was? It's Pee Wee Herman.
Yes, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Pee Wee Herman's the Penguin's dad. In fact, apparently Tim Burton recreated that scene in another movie with the same two actors.
Yeah.
What movie?
I can't remember.
Here you go, James
Look for Pee Wee
WWW.
Herman films. Hey, Pee Wee Herman died a couple of years ago, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Yeah.
Just
Well,
remember,
I should watch Flight of the Navigator just to celebrate his career.
Michelle Pfeiffer was also in your movie, wasn't she? Sneezing Helpdesk.
indeed, although I must admit, I remember her more in Batman Returns. The video was paused on several frames.
And Kleenex at the side for a guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is.
I was just going to say briefly, Michelle Pfeiffer
Welcome
and
to-
Jack Nicholson were obviously 2 years later starring together in Wolf. But both of them were completely and utterly upstaged by a young James Spader at the time.
Spader's the man. He is fucking amazing as an actor.
Yes.
Anybody seen Crash with James Spader? That is a film. I know it's a David Cronenberg, but that is close.
That's fucked up. Yeah.
You ever watch
Yeah, if
Boston
you're a fan
Legal?
of-
I haven't, strangely enough. Is that the one he's in with Shatner?
Yeah, man. That's I mean, it's shit, but it's great.
It's like The Blacklist as well. I think he's fucking amazing in that.
It started really good, but then it just went downhill really badly.
It did, unfortunately. You're right.
The first couple of
for fuck's
seasons
sake.
were really good. But I think this Batman Returns is the best of the 80s and 90s Batman movies.
You go, Obi Stonks Kenobi. I had a friend at school who insisted on reminding me his first wank was to Michelle Pfeiffer in Batman.
Jesus. Did we go to the same school?
Welcome
Did we go
just
to the
to
same
shouting
school,
over
Obi?
each other.
No, I just wanted to know if it's me he's talking about.
Okay, let's move on then with this. That's Batman Returns, everybody. Again, this is recommended by Mega Geek. While you were sleeping, I got my wicked way with you.
That's a Christmas film.
Was it?
That's what he said, and it is.
He's holding her up with his boner right there, isn't he?
Yeah. No wonder she
Hang
got a
on a
smile
minute.
on her face.
Isn't that Lone Star?
It is indeed. Yes, that's
Yeah.
Bill Pullman.
And there's no Spaceballs 2 in the pipeline either. That's bullshit.
His surname is Pullman. He never got bullied much at school, did he? His life was hell. You know it.
Yep.
Sandra Bullock.
Pullman and Bullock.
I've been burgled, which is never nice. Wrenched.
Yeah, I agree.
Simon Brown. Never heard of him. What is this shit?
You kind of jump in the
It is
shark.
shit.
Needed a question mark there. Well, Mega Geek recommended this. Blame Mega Geek,
Fucking
not
hell.
me.
Mega Geek's in the chat. Get him on to defend it.
Is he? Okay, so none of us have seen this. Then is what we're saying.
I saw this a long time ago.
Well, save the
Long
stream,
time
for
ago.
fuck's sake.
It's Golf Alpha Yankee, I'm afraid.
Golf Alpha Yankee.
Yeah. This does
Oh.
take place at Christmas.
Yeah.
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 Oh, here you go, Rebecca Gold. That's Ian. Love this movie. Okay, must be
Okay.
shit then.
Yeah, they're all chick flicks.
Shut them
Fucking
kids
hell.
up, will you?
They're doing it on purpose. They know I'm on a live stream. So what do? They start being unts.
Okay, so that's while you were sleeping, everybody.
I touched your tuppence.
Mega Geek likes it.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Jesus.
Klaus.
What? No idea.
What the bloody hell's this, Brown?
It's matter Blockbuster gone out of fucking business.
By this stage, I was running out of options, so I just thought, fuck it, I'll take anything.
This is
was,
like
Was this
The
a
cat-
straight to Netflix thing?
I think it was Netflix, yeah.
It's 2019.
Yep.
That's as much as I've read on Wikipedia about it so
Again,
far.
it's a good film, everybody.
Mega,
Okay.
jump on for the love of God and save us from this no research stream.
I've been burgled, which is never nice for us.
Sinter Clausen.
Sorry, Z has. I think I've got a delay here. Z has seen it. Z in the chat.
Okay.
Oops.
Cheers. Z, you coming on, mate? We've got space. We've got 2 spaces. Okay, so great film, yes. Everybody loved it, yes. Klaus.
Oh, it's fantastic. I've never seen anything better.
Honestly,
It is.
I had never heard of this. I would totally
I
watch
haven't
this
either.
with my kids. This looks fun. J.K. Simmons plays Santa or Klaus. It's Jason Schwartzman, Rashida Jones, about a postman who is posted at a frozen island above the Arctic Circle, and then he ends up having encounters with basically with Santa Claus.
I'm going to do a poll.
Yeah.
I forgot about the poll. Vote for your favourite movie, folks. The Holdovers, Batman Returns, While You Were Sleeping, Klaus. I'm going to start the poll, folks. There you go.
I wonder which one's going to win.
Ooh.
Well, I've only seen one of them. Well, I guess I've seen 2 of them. So
This is like Train Spotting.
What? Amazing.
No,
What, the
not
movie?
not that one. Like actually Train Spotting.
This is no.
It's
this
tedious
is your
and
heroin
painful.
and just
This channel has been built on tedious and painful. What are you talking about?
Not on this level. It's Christmas for fuck's sake.
look what.
It is a season to be jolly, not
Oh.
not.
Bath in humbug. Do you want the what films that have gone through then?
Yeah, get on with
Okay.
it.
So Die Hard has gone through.
Yay.
Bad Santa has
Yay.
gone through. Lethal Weapon.
Mm.
It's a Wonderful Life.
humbug.
Home Alone E.
One Home Alone film should have been enough. Or too
Yeah.
much.
Well, anyway. Gremlins.
Yes.
Germalines.
I still love that scene with the Stenner stairlift where that granny goes flying out the window. That's brilliant.
A Christmas
Forgot about that.
Carol. A Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
Humbug again.
Yeah.
Christmas Vacation.
Yes. But only just.
Okay. Trading Places.
Yes. Yes.
Die Hard 2.
Sort of.
Die Hard 2? Die Hard
Yeah.
fucking 2?
Die
Die Harder.
You're a matron. Die harder.
Muppets Christmas Carol.
Fuck's sake.
Everybody was loving that movie apart from you, Trev.
Yeah, it's donkey
Trev,
balls.
fuck
It's
fuck
donkey
that.
balls. Couple of donkey balls.
Muppet Balls. Krampus.
Krampus made it through, is it?
Did it?
One
What
of
a
the
sinister
players-
idea, Krampus.
I've heard of crumpets.
You need to re-add Scrooged to one of the other polls because that should.
Do I? Well, but it should have done.
There's lots of worse films went through.
The Home Alone 2. Okay. Christmas Story.
Surely.
No,
Surely
Shirley's not in it.
sequels should be banned from this.
Agreed.
Possibly.
God, this is like having a fucking tooth pulled slowly.
It is. Let's see how the poll's doing. Okay, let's have a look. Oh my god. 2 votes and we'll close it, folks. Vote for your favourite movie. The Holdovers, Batman Returns, While You Were Sleeping, Claus, whatever.
Oh my God, who's jingling?
Fuck off with that bell, will you?
Who's jingle jangle jewelry in?
Now then. 2 votes, folks. Come on.
Brian, not Brian's drunk. I can
yeah,
tell.
he's
by
not.
the
1
bell.
vote. Oh, it's come back down again. How can you vote and it goes back down?
Someone's
1
changed
vote.
their mind.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh, okay.
People have the right to change their mind.
This is where we get to the stage where the chat just plays with us and not press. Come on, we need one. Who's going to be brave and press that?
That
Who's
was
jingling?
50. Well,
No one.
You know,
Yay! That's it.
You got-
Let me end it.
50 votes with 63 people watching.
Oh, amazing. Incredible. Okay, poll completed. 50 votes. Amazing. Bringing up the rear, 4th place.
Misses.
The Holdovers, 3%. 3rd place, While You Were Sleeping, 7%. 2nd place, Klaus, 10%. And 1st place, Batman Returns, with 77.
That's 97.
No!
7%.
No!
Screw you, YouTube.
Okay.
Nice.
So I will figure out round 2 and we'll do that next time.
Yeah, can you do it in a month's time?
Could do it next Christmas.
Yeah,
Do it in
please.
second Christmas in July.
Could do.
I'm going Jovo next year.
Okay, so 2 hours.
Just do it for the month of December. It'll save you
Yeah.
a fucking fortune.
Exactly. I won't say I'm a tight bastard, but
You are.
that's not what Jimmy said.
Okay, we've got a couple of slides. I did do a minor presentation. Are you interested or not?
Is it
Yeah,
last
go
month's
on.
sales figures? Is it on Excel?
Not quite. Could be though.
Do it.
Do it. This.
Come on, do it. Do it now if I kill you. Come
I don't
on,
know.
Branny.
I don't know if I want to now.
Press a fucking button down. It's people dying. Fucking press the button.
Okay, it's just a minor presentation, a couple of little snippets because we're not doing any.
Pits?
Fuck off with it. We're not doing any musings on Sunday, so it's just a couple of bits that have been going on during the week.
What's happening on Sunday then?
Not the musings. We're going to do.
Acid.
Fuck all. I'd fucking love to.
Skeleton Crew.
Nitrate off the toilet seat.
We are going to do the no. We're
Girl
going
from Next Door Book 2.
We're not going to do the top 10 films of the year because there's been fuck all on this year. We're going to do. Who's been doing the Darth Vader all night?
Darth Vapor.
It's not me. Honest.
I don't breathe, so it wasn't me.
I tell you something, it's foggy out tonight.
It is. Can't see.
Preview of Snow White.
Do you know something? Before we get to this Batman topic, in all honesty, Batman, I have absolutely, since Ben Affleck did it, I've lost zero interest in Batman.
You've lost zero.
No, I've lost interest.
You've lost zero interest. So that means you're still infused by it because you've lost zero interest.
No, that's just me getting it wrong because I'm half pissed. No, it's shite. And that twat from fucking Twilight in it, whose idea was that? He's like Ron Seal. He's on fucking wood. He is so wooden.
Fair play.
Why does Batman have an egg head?
Got a super chat.
Yeah, Tom. Brian, are you available to read this amazingly?
In the style of Nelson Mandela?
That would be culturally insensitive. Yeah.
Come with the wrench for the 2 pounding guns in the church says, hope you can reach the fucker by the 2025.
I saw what you did there.
Take
We've got 3 days.
X.
It's possible at this rate.
Brian?
Yes.
You know, if you did that more English, you could do a very good Chris Eubank.
With a slight lisp.
The thing about the Nelson is that after a couple of drinks, it starts to get back into Scotland and it sounds a wee bit like Rab C.
Yeah, beat it. I loved Rab C Nesbitt. That was awesome. I loved how Jamesy went round with a bottle of brew in his pocket.
Oh, you would.
Tony Roper. Yeah.
Anyway, moving on to Batman. James Gunn says the only reason the Batman 2 delay is that there isn't a full script yet.
So it's not even ready then.
How
That's
long have they
stupid.
been working on it and they still don't have a script? It's never happening.
Does anybody?
This
This
is-
will never happen.
This is going to be Batman's Alien 3. You watch.
A year and a half or so before it comes out, and they don't have a finished script.
Chat, did anybody like the first one? Chat, anybody like the first one?
Not
And did anybody like it?
No.
It's the same excuse they've used for the Ray movie, that they don't have a finished script yet.
Why would they announce anything unless it was ready to go? That is so haphazard.
It's they do that to keep interest in it, don't they?
Yeah,
Keep
I
people
mean-
talking about it.
Yeah.
Come on, the Ray movie is just right around the corner. They're going to be
It
filming
is.
that any day now.
There is. I was looking at the roster. There is a untitled Star Wars film for this. For what was it? 27. Yeah.
Oh, is that the
Some
Taika
things-
Waititi movie?
Don't know.
Rian
Some
Johnson
things.
trilogy?
It's Rian
Some-
Johnson's, the start of his.
Something's going to be on the anniversary. You mark my words.
How's that clown even get fucking hired? Seriously, do these people just fail upwards constantly in Hollywood?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but whose idea is that? Oh, you did a shit movie, you lost money, you sort of killed the franchise. We'll give you the next movie.
The pay rise.
It's the Dilbert principle. You take people who are useless at something and you promote them to a point where they can't actually do any harm to the product.
Like J.J. Abrams.
That's not
Pretty
worked
much.
out.
Yep.
They've done plenty of harm, haven't they? They've done
Chris
plenty of
Barry
harm.
and British Empire.
Yeah.
Useless at ground level, so you make them a manager so they can't actually affect the running of the business. Unfortunately, Hollywood has taken it too far, and now they have no one who can do any work anywhere.
They're all
I don't
like
know.
Captain
I saw an interesting comment on Twitter the other day about who is Zendaya shagging to get all these gigs. Who is the new couch master in Hollywood? Because she's like horse shit. She's everywhere.
Yep.
But
And,
she
she's,
can't act.
she's intersectional. She doesn't need to sleep with
What does that
anyone.
mean? I don't know what it means. I'm thick. Explain.
Multiple different ways that she could be considered a minority. So if you find multiple different minorities and where they cross over, that means it's intersectional. So if you are a black woman, then you're a double minority. If you're a black woman who's queer, now you've got 3 different
Ugly.
ways that you're intersectional.
She's fucking minging. She's definitely a double bagger. You have to put a bag over your head in case her fucker comes off.
Yes.
I mean, fair enough. I'd spunk it, but I'd have to definitely have a bag. Yeah. Come on, man. All I've had for the last 30 years is women who've had kids. To be nice to have something tight. I'm not going round the back for action, so screw that idea. If it's good enough for Tom Holland, good enough for me.
Oh, please, and I probably fucks Tom Holland.
Do you know something? Is he really doing her? Because I don't think he could do any fucker any damage.
No, he's doing the Juliets. Here you go. Common people wrenched. Are we beating FNT in terms of Go on, Trev.
We're only 16,000 people behind them.
But in terms of humour, we're beating them hands down.
See, we're reading the chat.
Yeah, and you're not even paying for it. On me.
Yeah, free super chats for all.
Yeah, on me. Yeah. On me.
Feltz makes a good argument at 11:16.
11:16. Bear with me. Just move yourself.
Trevor, haven't you seen them ads on the internet that do you want to meet beautiful Russian women in your area? And they look legit.
I live next door to some, so I'm all right. Can I read this one out?
You're going to?
Yeah. Feltz 5 wrenched. Slack versus tight. Discuss.
Why did you say it twice?
Gee, she got a big pussy.
No need to repeat yourself.
No.
It's never the same after the first
The pussy was so big. It's nothing. It's like a black hole. My wife's fanny has got its own gravitational pull. It's the black hole. But it smells like Grimsby Dock. Oh, dear. I said to her, love, you've got a nasty crack at the top of your legs, darling. I said, once I came upstairs and she was stood over a mirror looking at her tuppence and I shoved her and she moaned at me for hurting her. And she said, what'd you do that for? And I said, if you fell in that fucking hole, you'd have broke your neck.
Oh dear. Let's move on for this.
Yeah. Good idea.
I'll be very disappointed if I weigh into this one.
I think I'm going to go watch Friday Night Tights, folks. Yeah,
we'll leave us to it. Bye.
Take care of it.
But Brian, stick around here for
the question.
Yes.
Dr. Iceman wrenched. Is Trev still married?
Yeah. Listen, that's the wedding ring. It's on the finger. Although, when I get divorced, I'm quite looking forward to pawning it.
When you find a nice Russian woman in your area.
You like to come around and make the fuck with me? No, you're all right. Thank you.
Did we finish discussing Batman 2?
Yeah.
Movie Cynic will be sad that Batman 2 is delayed. But
he was the only one who liked the first
I think the
one,
rest of us are okay with it.
I think, I'll be surprised if it happens and they're just going to keep on making Penguin instead.
I hope they dig up Adam West.
Probably not the best idea, but like Weekend at Bernie's, you mean?
Do you know what could have been fucking great if time had been different, if circumstances had been different? A Jack Napier prequel series instead of fucking this plastic chap, the Penguin.
No, don't need any more prequels.
Starring Nicholson back in the day. That'd have been.
We need to just pass laws that stop them doing prequels and sequels and spin-offs. And...
That just shows you when a franchise is so fucking tired and they've got no ideas. Let's do a prequel. And 9 times out of 10, how many decent prequels can you honestly say you've seen by franchise?
Not many.
Attack of the Clones?
No.
No, dear.
Phantom Menace.
Fuck off.
What was the other one?
Revenge of the Sith.
That as well.
Or is it Sith?
That as well.
The Sif.
Godfather 2.
That
was
wasn't
a
really a
sequel.
prequel, was it? That was a kind
No,
of think back.
sequel.
Yeah.
Think backy. It was think backy.
Flashbacks.
Chat, anybody think of one? I don't think we can we?
I bet nobody can say Prometheus, because that is fucking shy.
Oh,
Okay.
Was a half. Is it a Christmas movie, though?
Confession time. Right, you
Oh,
ready?
no.
Prometheus
Rich
is allegedly a Christmas movie.
Temple of Doom.
The Thing.
Huh?
The Thing prequel. I enjoyed that. And I'm aware it wasn't great, but I enjoyed it.
What?
It had merits. It had potential. It just sort of missed the mark. It
It
was in the envelope.
didn't need that woman who can't act in it
True.
as the lead.
I think had they used practical effects, everybody would have loved it. I think it was the CGI that killed it.
Well, they made them, didn't they? But they said, Rogue One.
They used them in a different film, but I can't remember the name. But they did use the CGI models.
did,
The practical
Yeah,
models.
but practical effects are coming back. There's a renaissance on practical effects now.
People
Probably 'cause it's cheaper to
appreciate
do
them.
now.
You know, you're going to
Yeah.
appreciate it even if you don't like the film.
It's got to be cheaper than CGI. Surely.
it's getting there. I mean, and the truth is that people are just they've seen so much crap CGI. They're tired of it.
Yeah,
The real effects they have a weight to them. They have a natural existence that's not there with the CGI. And I think people really like those practical effects.
They have a tactile depth.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you can't. People say you can't perceive it because it's on screen, but you can. You can tell.
Yeah.
Just by looking at it, it's got that dimensional. It's taking up that dimensional space.
Well, and the human eye is trained to notice patterns in how things move in the real world, how we see things in physics, and how it interacts with light around it. Like we can perceive those things. Now, not everybody's as sensitive to it as others, but you can see it and you can perceive that it's not
valid.
real.
It's valid.
It's why the uncanny valley exists. It's where something becomes quite lifelike, but you can tell there is something off about it, so you just automatically dislike it. It's why a lot of those sort of like, those porcelain dolls are really creepy because they try to look human, but look enough not human to creep people out. CGI is the same. They try to make it look realistic, so you can just tell it's.
I know people like that. They don't look real enough. They're creepy. They're just funny looking.
Trev?
I think CGI is tired. It's that overdone now, and it's just so like fast food. It's like bang it out, and it's in every film.
I think,
and like especially with space movies, and you look at it and you think, God, that looks a bit too good to be real. So obviously it's got to be CGI.
Well, it's also become so routine in including it in films and in such high demand that now it actually, it looks worse today than it looks worse today than it did 15 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, how many films do you see now? Any kind of sci-fi film or anything with CGI? How many films do you see today that looks better than Avatar? I mean, the answer is none.
So you think we've reached a watermark?
Yeah. I mean, that was like 10 out of 10. And technology's moved on, but what we're seeing on screen is actually getting worse, not better.
Yeah, it's because NVIDIA's holding everybody up for the next graphics cards.
Yeah. Well, and you do get the odd movie here and there that the special effects are and the CGI is done incredibly well. The creator, for one, was incredibly well done, and it was integrated very well into the film. But most of the films, it's not that way. Most of them, it's this muddy, smeared, ugly mess. It looked like the Marvels.
It's almost like CGI only comes in two sizes: good or really bad. There's no middle ground. It's either shit or it's outstanding.
I mean, look at
like you say, the creator was fantastic.
Yeah. Go back a few years and you got things like, admittedly quite bad, but Babylon 5. Some of the CGI in that was ropey. But
it was amazing back then.
Back then, it was absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And then,
only done on Amiga computers,
It was quite cool. But I mean, even if you look at things like Curse of the Black Pearl, Pirates of the Caribbean, the transition from human to skeleton was again, incredibly believable. That was good CGI.
When was that? Like 2004, 2005?
Something, yeah. It was early 2000s. Let's have a look.
Is it a case of these CGI companies trying too hard? Is it ILM? What if you go to ILM, you're getting the top bollocks, the best available, and then anywhere else, it's like you've got a lot of people nipping at ILM's heels, but they're not quite achieving it.
Well, you also have, you've got a lot of demand for CGI, so they've got to take it to a lot of different studios for production, and a lot of those different studios
for the cheapest as well.
Well, a lot of those studios have been thoroughly infected by things like DEI, where they're hiring people not because they're talented, but because they're the right intersectional identity or whatever. Yeah,
Does Zendaya work for them?
Yeah, his real name's Dave.
Pirates of the Caribbean was 2003. Sorry, carry on.
2003.
Yeah.
Man, how old am I? That's nearly 22 years ago.
Very old. Dr. Iceman mentioned Weta is as good as ILM.
I agree. Weta are fantastic.
Yes, very good. Yeah,
Avatar 2, some of the CGI in that is just incredible.
It was
the interiors of the...
Mind you, even if you go back and you look at things like the original Star Trek movies, you can tell when they swapped over, because ILM wasn't available for, I think it was Star Trek 5.
That's right.
And they can't remember what company they went to, but you can see such a huge drop in quality for the CGI.
It was practical, though. No, it was practical. Star Trek 5.
Yeah, but have you seen the lighting? The lighting is piss poor on Star Trek 5.
It went really bad. It went really badly compared to the other movies.
Because they didn't know the effects company didn't know what they were doing.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So every single company is different, and a lot of special effects shots are now actually it's filmed in one location, and thanks to the internet, it's now shipped off to a completely different country.
Yes,
either
James WWW.
Fantastic.
I really think James needs to put a dot at the end of James WWW dot. Anyway, worked for ILM and Pixar North. Not as good as they were in the past. There you go, folks.
Stagnated. It's all stagnated.
Yep.
Right.
And you also just have an over-reliance. You have an over-reliance on CGI, period. You have a lot of productions that are just like, we'll fix it this way. We'll fix it in, CGI.
They'll fix it in post, yeah.
Instead of actually planning for the use of that CGI and planning specifically the shots that are going to use it and how it's going to get used. Yeah.
Melvin?
You just said past. That's very posh.
I'm going...
Yep, he always does that. He doesn't want to say,
yes.
Okay, anyway.
It's a South Selby accent.
Batman 2, nobody gives a shit. Don't make it. We're not fucking interested. Yeah,
I like the first one.
Is that what we're saying?
Yeah,
pretty much.
But I don't care if they make a second one. But I like the first one. Overly long.
Rust in peace.
I don't mind Pattinson, but he's too ugly to be Batman. But it wasn't bad.
Disney by they did. It was all
came with the Lucasfilm buyout.
Yep.
ILM was created by Lucasfilm for Star Wars.
Yes,
it was.
So part of, I think it was $1 million of the Star Wars
Skywalker
budget was actually
sound
just
as well.
setting up ILM, and they created from scratch the motion control cameras that are now industry standard.
That was John Dykstra.
Yeah.
Do you remember the old LucasArts games in the late 80s and early 90s?
Yes,
Monkey Island
games, they were amazing.
They were great.
Anybody play Monkey Island?
Oh, absolutely.
I still have both them.
I
Day
play
Tentacle, Sam and Max Hit the Road,
Ball
all
Blazer.
the Star Wars games.
Yeah, Ball Blazer for the Atari.
Yeah, amazing.
Okay,
there were
the
some.
Indiana Jones games.
Yep.
Yep.
Fate of
X-Wing,
Atlantis.
TIE Fighter. I like TIE Fighter. They need to release another one of those. You get to play as a TIE Fighter pilot all the way through the game. You get involved in an Emperor conspiracy, kidnapping,
X-Wing, TIE Fighter, X-Wing versus TIE Fighter.
Yep.
Yeah, the whole series was excellent.
X-Wing Alliance.
So good.
Full
Can I get rid of
multiplayer battles.
Is there a Korean fighter as well?
Yeah, I thought that as well.
Faux fighter.
Can I get rid of Batman 2?
Yeah.
Nobody gives a shit.
yes.
Okay. Tim Allen reveals he has already recorded most of his lines for Buzz Lightyear in Toy Story 70. It's a really good story, guys. It's really good.
I thought that said moist for a second there, but then I reread it.
Can I?
Who gives a
ask
You
shit?
go into
Would it be impolite to say "fuck off"?
well, Sword has done it.
Hang on.
Okay, fuck off, Tim Allen. Nobody cares.
Should we
Oh, wait.
rewrite the
smell.
headline? Man in movie says, "Please see my movie."
Didn't he get
Basically, yeah.
blackballed at some point?
He
I was
did,
going to
yes.
say, there was threatened to
Yeah.
be cancelled for flashing his bits. Wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he
Well,
didn't
he's
think he
he's
was
also
gonna
a
be in.
conservative.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean anything to British people.
He was good in Galaxy Quest.
Yes, he was.
Amazing.
He was.
I got the 25th anniversary 4K Blu-ray for Christmas.
It's 25 years old.
Yep.
Man.
By Grabthar's hammer, by the sons of Warvan, I shall avenge you. Don't say that. I'm serious. when he tells he tells that guy off.
Don't.
Shit up.
Don't.
Oh,
That was a
and
good movie. That
that
was
was a
alien
good
goes,
scene as
"And
well.
exploded."
You know when they beamed up that pig lizard, and then that guy says,
exploded.
"No, it exploded."
Oh, that's not
Sam
right.
Rockwell's really good in that as well. If you remember,
He is.
Yeah, he is.
Everyone does a great job in that one.
it's like they're having fun with it because they know they're taking piss out of Star Trek.
Yeah.
There is it was supposed to be an 18, though, wasn't it? 18.
Well, if you noticed, Sigourney Weaver
Yes.
at one
Yep.
point says,
Yep.
"Fuck that,"
Yes.
and then it's changed to "screw that." But if you look at her lips, she's clearly saying,
Oh, they
"Fuck
didn't
that."
even
Yeah,
try.
they've
They
done
didn't
that,
even
yeah.
try to cover it up. Yeah, it was originally they wanted to lower the rating, and so they had to take out her F-bomb.
there is a version of it around somewhere. I'd love to see
I'm
the-
sure I've seen it on Sky as well.
the proper dirty version, because it was more adult orientated, wasn't it?
I have
Wendy
one
Marco.
job.
Bogged as fuck. Yes.
Do you know Rennie's avatar's disturbing me? It's like something out of Reader's Wives. Sorry, Rennie.
Already, you've got to change that now.
Melv knows what I'm on about. Hey.
I'm too young to know what that is.
Liar.
This is Daphne from Chesterfield. Her husband Gordon's took some photos of her snatch. Thank you, Gordon.
Sword in the Storm, Wrenched. I couldn't watch Ghostbusters the other day on the BBC because it was edited. What?
Did they edit out Ron Jeremy?
Because I mean, they take the bit out of Ray getting a blowjob off a ghost.
Yeah. That's his wife in real life, that is. That's Donna.
Was it?
Donna,
that's
come on.
cool.
Dixon. Donna Dixon, who he was in with on
Are you,
Spice
are
Like
you
Us.
related? Are you related?
No,
See what I did there?
I know. Very clever.
You
I like
You
it.
like it?
I did.
I can be good at times, can't I?
Using my
got
stage
that.
name. Nice.
Yes.
Yes! Ashbourne! Accrington!
Stanley,
So anyway,
right?
which bit of Ghostbusters did they cut out? So
Yeah, Sword. What did they edit, mate?
did they edit out Walter Peck scenes because he was a bit too mean for the nice people?
They took it out because he's ginger and they didn't want any gingerist complaints.
Was it a trigger warning?
That pisses me off. You know, when you see an old film and it goes, "We're really sorry, but the following program and film you're about to see may contain offensive words from a time that's anachronistic to modern
Schindler's
times."
List.
I don't know.
Peter
I've seen
Pan.
it a couple of times.
They put that on the front
Yeah.
of Peter Pan.
Yes.
Really?
Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. This shows Native Americans in a way that is not conducive to modern thought.
Sword in Storm, Wrenched. They edited the scene when Peter was what?
Electrocuting the student
Yeah.
at the very start.
You know, with the
yeah.
the
What?
psychic card test at the beginning.
Yeah.
What's
Yes.
so
Have you seen
triggering about that?
Ghostbusters, Brown? Have you seen it? Have you seen it
Studying
before?
negative reinforcement
That's right.
and psychic ability.
I'll tell you the effect. It's pissing me off.
Brian,
Yeah.
yes, I have.
Yeah.
I don't know how they would have concluded that scene without that line.
I think I've seen that one. He literally goes, "I'll tell you the effect," and it just cuts to Peter then just going, well, "What do you think?"
I'm busy with a student, Ray. Could you come back in an hour and a half?
I didn't get any further.
Quite right.
Do you know, I think it's about time somebody in power turned around and said to everybody live on TV, England, you need to harden the fuck up. Everybody needs to harden the
I'm
fuck up.
Scottish. We've been saying that for years. England, fucking sort yourself out. You're a bunch of women. There you go.
The stupid thing is, if you think back to when we actually had all the lockdowns, everyone's saying we can do this. We've won a war. It's sort of like, mate, you complain if you haven't got enough foam on top of a cappuccino. What the hell are you going to be doing?
Here you go. Ashen Prism. Wrench.
What?
I showed DuckTales to my kids the other days, and a MSG came
Not
up
monosodium glutamate.
saying there may be latest themes. Damn.
Can I answer this one, Brian?
You're going to...
Okay. Ashen Prism, beat your kids with a belt, and they will be more respectful to Scrooge McDuck. Back in my day, we were careful what we were saying about cartoons.
I didn't think the Scots. I didn't think Scots liked DuckTales because they had someone fake doing a Scottish accent instead of an actual Scot.
Scrooge
It's
McDuck was actually
incredibly-
great, wasn't he?
I hated it actually, because it drove me up the wall. That voice. It's probably
Which one? The original
someone in
or the
fucking
new one?
the original.
Because the
I
new
guess
one,
there's some-
The new one's got David
It's
Tennant.
Tennant.
Welcome, dudes, to talking over everybody.
Oh, shut up.
The new one was
Mr.
shit.
Brown
It's all
Eyes.
like really bad CGI in it.
The new one is the first time you meet Huey, Dewey, and Louie's mum. She's been stuck on. Yeah. Always
She's a
wanted-
recovering crack whore, probably, I would guess, these days.
No, she took a trip up to the moon. She got stuck there because her rocket broke.
As you do.
That's
Yeah.
the
I
story.
think
That's
more
the
like
story.
she's a crack whore, to be fair.
That's the story.
She was busy getting ducked.
I think old dad used to move his paper from the side and go, "Get that off!" every time Scrooge McDuck spoke. It was so annoying. Which is probably the same as people in Nigeria when they hear me fucking doing that.
Probably.
Oh, Brian.
Yes.
Sorry, not Brian. I mean,
Yes.
Not Brian.
it's Nelson Mandela's birthday on July 18th, which is a Friday. Do you fancy doing a Nelson Mandela birthday stream?
I hate to tell you, but the man is the wrong side of the turf.
You know, he's still alive in our hearts.
See? Listening to too much fucking Simple Minds.
Shortbread increases estrogen levels.
So does soy sauce.
Wrenched. Scotland is woke as... Is it?
It isn't. It isn't. The administrations are, but everyone else isn't.
Yeah.
But because of the
It's like,
political setup, the same party keeps getting voted in because of some people want a referendum, and it tends to be the majority. So we end up getting complete.
Can I just
rebellions
interject there about
gonna-
Yes.
Scotland's former First Minister? Paper, wait.
Cranky.
He was
Oh,
a
that
knob.
guy.
fucking knob end. He's talking about making a return.
Oh, fuck.
Who?
I hope not.
Hamza useless.
Oh, him.
Hamza useless. Yes.
Nothing like race bait in the whole country.
He's awful, isn't he?
That was racism par excellence. But oh no, you can't be racist if you've got a tan. Welcome
That's
to the world of
essentially-
double standards.
That's essentially reading a whole load of books about race issues in America and then forgetting you live in fucking Govan.
Aye,
Can we move on?
We
Ramsay
can.
Nesbitt for Prime
I-
Minister.
Yeah.
Are we going
He'd do
to
a better
finish
job.
this?
Is Gregor Fisher still alive?
I don't know.
He is. He is.
So, yeah,
he's-
yeah.
Do you know what he looks like? Google him just now. He's on a BBC show and he looks exactly the same as Frank Carson for some reason.
Right, Tom. Are we going to finish there? 2 hours 30 is a nice compact.
Can I ask a question? What's with Blanter? Why have you picked Blanter as the
Because
picture?
this channel is inclusive and diverse.
Right.
Proud of it.
I did say on social media the other day they ought to do a reboot with a black actor of Black Santa and call it Blanter, Bad Blanter. I think that would work well for next year's Christmas box office smash.
There's a town a couple of mile up the road from me. It's where my sister lives. It's called Blantyre, and that's what we call it, Blantyre. That's what I thought you were
Blantyre.
talking about. Blantyre, yeah. It's where Dr. Livingston come from.
Know a few people from there.
I presume.
Oof.
Yeah,
Oof.
we presume.
Good to
Typing.
do it to 3 hours, but I think if you did, the chat's
No.
going to have to do a lot of heavy
No,
lifting.
They will. That is it, folks. Chat, you are wonderful. Thank you for the interactions, the super chats, keeping us on our toes, and turning up for this shite every Friday. The numbers are slowly creeping up, folks. Slowly creeping up. So, chat, you are wonderful. We will see you next time.
Take care.
Wait, before
Take
we go,
care.
before we go, can I ask
Stop
something of the chat?
interrupting. Yeah, go on then.
But we have limited time though. See, after
Hurry
the
up.
stream, can you comment under the stream and tell me cartoon characters I should bang?
Yes. Leave a comment afterwards.
And we'll make
For
this book
Melvin.
happen. We'll make
For
this
Melvin.
book happen.
Adam Eve.
Yeah.
You can also
Cartoon
leave the name and address of a mental health
I know.
professional. that possibly
I've
help
got one
Melvin
for you,
out.
Melv, dead quick. We're about Foxy Love from Drawn Together.
I don't know that one.
It was a spoof on MTV.
Okay. So, chat homework is to leave Melvin a comment on cartoon characters you'd like to bang. Does it have to be male as well or female?
Female is preferred. But hey, man,
Okay.
it's a good looking
Okay.
enough male one.
Right.
Who knows?
Okay.
Any drawn holes a goal.
Okay. Let me get the guests on screen. Ah, yes. The star of the show, allegedly.
How so?
Clever. Right,
Hello.
Clever.
Thank you for having us on. Thank you, chat. Thank you, rest of the panel.
The mighty Professor Artoo.
Oh.
Thank you. No, I will say, make sure you, if you're going to be up, a little late for those in the UK, but if you're going to be up, stop by B-Roll Stage and watch B-Sides.
Throw a
this
link
evening.
if you can, anybody.
Yes.
Quickly. Got a few minutes. Throw a link.
Racerhead will throw something in there for us.
The mighty, not Brian.
Wait, cheers, Brian. Thanks for making me full screen so I can't read the names of everybody that's on the chat.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Hold on.
Thanks also to Melvin, the sneezing help desk, Professor Artoo, the wonderful Trev, and of course the fine folk in the chats. Continue to have, if you're already having, hopefully a tremendous festive period, folks.
Oh yes, even though it's over, but we're in the arse.
It's not over. It's not. Are you one of these guys that puts up his
We're in the
decorations
lull.
in
Nothing is
fucking
over.
September?
Nothing is over.
September, and then
is
fucking
over.
takes them down on the
We're in the
26th.
Shit,
lull.
I've just frightened the cat. Bastard.
Oh, bollocks.
Scared
Still
pussy.
Brown Alliance. Cheers, Mr. Brown. Thank you, Mr. Brown. The sneezing. Oh, look at this, everybody.
I'll make sure I have my desk cleared off by the stream.
Cheers.
It's been a pleasure. Bye, chat.
Ta-ra.
And last but by no means least, Sausage Chicago, Melvin Deeply, shagging women cartoon characters deeply.
Truth.
Satan stunt double.
Nay bother, Brown. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, all the lovely people in the chat, and Jay Goodwin.
And especially Jay Goodwin.
Oh, the lovely people and Jay Goodwin.
That is it, folks. I think Master Nyat's doing his is there a movie review on tomorrow, Melvin? Do we know?
Tomorrow, yeah. Well, I mean, earlier on you have two hoes doing Indiana Jones 3 with Little Platoon on.
Okay.
And me
and
as
then-
well.
And Professor Artoo as well.
Yes.
And afterwards, at 11 p.m. UK time, you have Niat doing Alien Covenant, also with
That's-
Little Platoon on.
Fucking hell. Who is this little platoon? He seems to get about.
Oh, Brian, Stop it.
Who is this guy? Who is
Stop
this
it.
guy?
Enough.
Who
Chuck
is
it.
this
He's,
guy? His
some
name
Irish fella.
his name sounds familiar. Okay.
Right. You've
Um,
kicked the arse right out of that. Enough.
Cheers, Brian. We'll see you Sunday, everybody. We're going to do the musings. It's going to be pure in the bin for 2 years. So that's it, folks. See you soon. Take care, everybody. Great to see you. Take care.
Bye.
Cheerio.
Bye.